All right, welcome in, builders. We should be live with that. I see a couple people in chat. Welcome in, Perry and Abby. Good to see you guys. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're having a good sun night, apparently. I forget that you're on the opposite side of the world, aren't you, Abby? Yeah. It's always amazing to me that we have people from all over the world at times where it's like, I'm here in the West US, we'll have somebody from like Europe or Eurasia, and then we'll have somebody in like Asia itself, all at the same time, all being able to chat. What a time to be alive. All right, we are back with 6 Ages today. Continuing on with the Babel Builder clan. Things have been going okay, but we have still just been getting absolutely clammed on raids. Apparently the world is just tired of us, but we've been making some progress. We're down to nobody mocking us. We only have 3 clans that hate us, a lot of likes, a little bit of fear. We are plugging on. I did break down finally, and on Steam there was a guide that talked about combat. It was all right, but we'll see. From it, what I took the most was we don't have a very good fighter on our clan here. And I think that that's just hurting us really badly. Renowned is okay, but not great. Very good isn't very good. Good isn't very good. We really want like heroic. Excellence, all right. So my thought is one of the goals for today, we're going to try to do some rituals, and we're going to, I think, actually go for Yatakan here. He's one of our fire-wielding children, and he's relatively young at 26 compared to our current leader who is 60. So I think we're going to start trying to spam that a bit and getting his combat up. I think that's the biggest investment that we could really do there. Yeah, other than that, I totally forgot the end of last time to take a screenshot, but I also, if I remember right, there was a way, not you. There was a way to see what we had put in. Where was that? Yeah, Sacred Time. Here we go. This is what we needed. So we had Fields and War. We had a very low magic. Yeah, we have 1 magic left. That's hurting a lot. That's hurting a lot. Like if we wanted to do rituals this year, we could put everything we have into rituals and we'd have like 1 left for field. So we need to build up our magic before we can do any vision quests. So again, just another thing we need to do. Gonna just, like I said, burn a little time here, let people wander on in. I will go ahead and make a announcement on the community tab on YouTube. Not very long ago, I did announce that the early access period of our Discord channel is live. That's something people have asked for quite a bit, and I've been very reluctant to fiddle with that. I'm going to try it out here. I hopefully have things set up correctly, where if you go to that community post, there's an open invite. Everyone is free to join, but there's a catch. I have it, if I have it set correctly, set up so that while anyone can join and read the various things in channels, you need to be a member of the channel to have a role that is allowed to post. That's going to be my my negotiation with allowing people to post on an area I don't feel that I can moderate particularly well. So if anyone is interested or would like to just go see if that's working for me, I did have a joiner already. Stormhammer is officially the first person to join the Babel Builder community server. So welcome in, Storm. You will have to link your Discord account with your YouTube account, and there's some directions in the welcome thread that I have on the channel, or you can go to Discord itself and follow their directions. It should be totally automated. If it's not working, post somewhere and let me know, and I'll have to go in and fiddle a little bit more. I have ran a couple different Discord channels over the years, but it's always been very small friends and family types, not open to the public. So, like I said, it's very, very locked down right now. My main purpose for it is to be able to do mentions so you can get a notification that I'm going live. I am constantly told that people aren't getting told by YouTube. So if you join the channel and you have your notifications and mentions turned on, I'll try to make it a habit that before we go live, I'll do a at all, and you should get a notification from Discord that that's happening. We'll see how it's going to go there. Who's going to try and find 2 husbands this week? Well, hopefully no one. You get 1 husband. Don't be greedy. Okay, let's go ahead and get started here. Okay, our council is all right. We just recently reorganized them. I don't like how old our council is. Like 52, 60, 48, 31's fine. Although she looks like, geez, that's a rough 31. 26, 59 are only shaman, and 52 are only raven. So a little disappointed in that. This is the type of kind of time where I kind of want to like wipe out the old crowd and get the youngsters in here and just get them training and then hopefully be able to ride out for years and years to come. Like I mentioned, Yatakan here, I really want to focus somewhat, you know, resources permitting, with him being able to get trained up to be our war leader. And I believe by extension that also is going to make him our food guy. I believe the same ritual increases both of those. So just another food for thought there. Dostal's also another one that apparently has a ritual that's pretty good for upping combat skills. We may try that at some point too. Okay, we are in early sea season, so we're planting right now. From what magic we had, we didn't really have any major plans this year. Let's just kind of reorient ourselves. It's been a full week for me, so. Our people could be in better spirits. Yeah, we're actually worried. We're trying to spread the Sanala revelation. This is that Elmal has a half-elf daughter. Oh, you're not here. It's unfortunate we aided the Fire Flower Slavers. Is it though? Like, they said it was up to everyone to decide. Other clans would be interesting to hear about the burned hero. Let's share what we've learned by exploring. We can set everyone to this venture. We should send out our most pious speakers to spread the word of Sinala. Although clans can give council seats to each family, there's nothing wrong with giving Saros more than one. Yeah, I know, you really like that idea. Okay, we can start another venture. Currently, we're doing defense and scouring for bandits. Hold on, let's continue to go through here. Spirits, we picked up berry last time. Brings in food. How are we doing on food? We have 4 seasons, so that's plenty of food. We would be harvesting in 3 seasons, so we're fine there. We have pine. Helps our peaceful expeditions during snow. So that'd probably be like exploring during snow. Rat helps convince gullible people. And Raven is for stealth. I would like to get stealth up. I do really like having that running. On our map here, we found a couple different things. This was like a volcanic pit with a door to hell. Or that was that one. This is like an obsidian field. This was a earth god, which we thought was hilarious because obviously earth gods would actually be goddesses. So never trust an earth god was our takeaway from that one. We have tamed the Eel River. We have not tamed Osira River. We have 1 ally. I believe it is Sunbow. Let me double check that. It's weird that we don't actually get an icon for that. Do I not have a... Hate us, fear us, mock us, always favor do, believers, rejectors. I would have figured that we would have a icon for that, but I'm pretty sure Sunbow is our ally here. Fordrum and Zarhawk is who I actually want, and they're like 2 of my main antagonists. So if we go to hate us, Fordrum, Varnrash, and Zarhawk. So basically our neighbors hate us. We're going to keep working on that. I do not like that situation. So another to do. We did finish our goal of talking to every single clan. So we have talked to all the riders, the wheels, and the rams. So that bit is done. We pushed really hard on that last week and got that complete. For war, we're on alert because we're doing our defense just because we've been getting pounded lately. Yeah, and our numbers are not looking stupendous if I'm being honest. We have everything up except for the stone wall, which is stupid expensive. If I remember right, we also had a temple fall into disrepair. I don't remember which one it was. Oh, that's unfortunate that I don't remember that. Oh, Pella. Yeah, that's got to get resolved like ASAP. But unfortunately, I am out of goods. That's been kind of a perennial problem we've been having lately. Hopefully we can continue to resolve that. I think it's just a matter of people more than anything else. Okay, we looked at that, we looked at that, we looked at that. Wealth. Cattle's feeling low, goats is okay, horses I guess are okay. I just really don't know what number of horses we still need. Goods is looking absolutely terrible. I gotta work on that. In fact, we might do a venture for goods. We have the horse bounty because Taniri gave us the Gamari blessing. Our pasture bounty is because Elgara received Busanari's blessing, and we have trade stress because we have not sent any caravans recently. Okay, we need to send a caravan. Our food stockpiles are good. You're not here. We're gonna produce 48 cows. Our markets are 48 cows. Our crafters are 50. We need more goats. Another trade route will bring us more goods. Okay, so it sounds like we have room for another trade thing. I think that would be a great one to do right now. So, caravan. Let's go. Actually, let me look at my map again. Okay, hates me, hates me, hates me. Gold milk, maybe. Maybe gold milk. Let's try that. Wealth, caravan. We want to go to gold milk and establish a trade route. No bows right now, and we'll send, I don't know, 5 swords. It should be all right. You are my new best bargainer. I believe both my other 2 good ones passed away. So, as Nom, you're it. Head on out. Countless ravens, the thickest flock of them you've ever seen, descended on your lands. People are afraid until Tukorde, the shaman of the great trickster spirit Raven, reassures you. He explains Raven nurses a grievance against Sorandings and wishes to use him as her instrument against them. They recently hit you hard, which is why Raven selected you to choose the justice they will face. What awful magic trick should Tukorde play on them? Oh man. That is a cool piece of art. I love the dude's like, oh, I don't know about this. That's a lot of birds. They found the Sunbow Raven shaman sneaking past their boundary stones and slew him. All their warriors. Name Forgot decided that ravens were not to be trusted and gave orders to slay them on sight. That is when he lost his name and everything else. Oh, interesting. Okay. If their chieftain offended Raven, that is who should pay the price. Fair. If I know Raven, foul water means poison. I hate to mention this, but Raven will punish us if we refuse. Okay, so he wants them to drink foul water. He's good with the top 3. Trick their chieftain's heart into stopping? I don't think that's a trick. I think that's literally a heart attack. I'm not so sure about that one. All right. It seems like people are pretty into this heart attack thing. Let's do it. Do we want to do a ritual? I really don't. We need to keep our magic. We're gonna say no. Their chieftain dropped dead. Do you take credit? No. Only we knew of our role in this. Mood plus. Oh my goodness. Heart attack via crow. What a way to go. Okay, that was good. That was good. Let's see what we have for feedback here. We are reserved now. Although clans often make sure every family has a seat on the table. Do we not have everyone on the council? Is that what they're harping about right now? We spread the revelation. You're still not here. Other clans would be interested. Okay, those are all fine. That burning hero thing, again, just goes into the idea that I think we're going to have a big volcano go off and we're going to enter a volcanic winter. They've already been complaining about it being cold and it being a little darker, so that definitely could be it. Last time we planned on fighting the Varn Rash or the Zarhawk and an alliance with Goldmilk. Okay, good reminder. Do you have enough for an extra? They seem to be telling me that, Shadier. That seems to be what they're saying. We'll find out here, I suppose. Best warriors into fighting giants. Okay, well, not this time. All right, so we are still in sea season. We could do a cheeky little cattle raid maybe this year. We don't really have war magic. Well, we have some war magic and that's it. So if I'm gonna do that, maybe let's go to spirits and let's get Raven and let's bargain with him. And I want stealth. And we're just gonna persuade him. Jagorde made an agreement with Raven to help the clan for several years. Our caravan's back from the Gold Milk. The Gold Milk traders were pleased to receive the first caravan we sent to them. They agreed to trade with us on a regular basis, and we made a profit from the trip. Cool. Cool. We are still at seasonal. I believe this can go down to weekly. Let me just see if anyone's saying anything about that. Amanai is really concerned about the number of goats. We can't support any more trading partners. Though we could if we enlarged our Akarna shrine. Okay, good to know. Actually, what are we in right now? We're in fire season. I'm just debating whether we should try to get our Pela temple fixed. I'm very concerned that we don't have that up and running. We need 54 goods a year to maintain these, which we should have. Yeah, we really need. You know what? Let's just do that before other things happen. I'm very concerned about that. We're being raided by the Four Drums. There are 117 raiders in total. Luckily, our patrol saw them in time, and 21 swords and 84 bows went out to meet them. We're going to try to drive them off. Okay, let's see if my learning has learned anything. Okay, we want... Ooh, we actually have Intimidate here. Do they fear us? We also have Reserve 1 and 7, which is really good. Let's do our ritual. All right. Firehoof is definitely good if we are outnumbered. We're not actually that outnumbered here because remember, our swords are fighting as if they're 10. So we're going to go Battle Glow, which just helps us to get closer to victory. We start performing the ritual, but the Four Drums sent out a herald. Do you agree to parlay? Yes. They mocked our emissaries and our clan. Respond in kind. We know you will not fight with honor. Our mood went up. They spluttered with rage. Insinor laughed and rode back to our lines and amused our warriors with the story. All right, try our ritual again. Battle Glow. As our priest completed the ritual, our warriors felt a warm glow as if they had drunk several cups of kumis, but focused on victory. Meanwhile, our warriors grew frightened by their war whoops. Okay. Let's reserve 1 in 7. So we're a little low on warriors. Let's try to skirmish. We exchanged missile fire with the Four Drums. They got the worst of the deal. Our arrows sang in flight thanks to Dostal. We are now out of arrows. All right, we're going to try to maneuver. Okay, we have connected. We outmaneuvered the Four Drums as they advanced. Okay, good. So right now, we are ever so slightly outnumbered, but I feel like we're actually winning ever so slightly. Let's try to hold our ground since we just got advantage. As you battle the Four Drums, flames wreath the horses of one of your heroes, Charindai, imbuing her with divine favor of Gamari. She charges at your forces. What does Isindor, closest to her, do? Okay, so this is the enemy has a Gamari blessing. This is Isindor, who is currently, I believe, our combat leader. So we could ask Imal to wreathe his steed in flame, command our bows to shoot her, meet the charge head-on, remind our warriors that Gamari can favor them without disfavoring us, or lure her into a fruitless chase. I feel like we have good war magic. Let's ask Elmal to wreath our steed in flame. Ooh. Imal did not deem Insular worthy of the sign. Such blessings were difficult to attain. As the Four Drums rejected Sinalia, some wondered if this meant our position towards her was mistaken. Ask Gilmo to reef insane. Okay, let's fight fiercely. Okay, so one thing I learned from reading the guide, this line beneath you is a victory indicator. So we are closer to victory than they are. They have no victories. We have some amount of victories. Although they tried to fight cautiously, we gained a better position. We gained the upper hand. Insor said that only the gods could say for sure, but our fighting skill seemed better than theirs. Let's commit our reserves and see if we can end this. Their gamble failed as risky maneuvers didn't anticipate our reserves entering battle. It was soon over. So look how long our line is here. We got the biggest lines around here. That is our victory indicator. There was a terrific fight. We drove the 4 drums off and their survivors left without looting us. Using healing magic, our auxiliaries kept 2 warriors from dying and healed 1 of the wounded. So we actually did have 2 swords get killed and 5 wounded. This is a pretty brutal battle, actually. We killed 27 of their bows and wounded 48. They got the worst of that by far. Okay, that's good. Are we healing? We are healing. Yep, let's leave that on for now, although we also have a few sick. All right, I would like to do a cattle raid at least this year. So let's do a herd raid. We got hit by these guys recently. Am I not allowed to? Apparently I'm not allowed to hit them. I guess you have to be nearby for cattle raids, it looks like. Okay, that's a little unfortunate. I don't want to keep pounding the same guys because I am going to try to make it a little cooler on the relations. Okay, you're not one. Okay, what about you? They're known for their great wealth. I think we hit them recently, though. How about they are Tamara? I don't think we've done anything to them recently. And no bows and 6 swords. Herd raid. We had to abandon our herd raid against Argo because our warriors were exploring in the direction of their land. They saw us, so we left before they could summon more fighters. Okay, well, not good, but at least we didn't get caught. Early Earth season. So we are currently harvesting. Our wounded is going down pretty good. Our sick is healing. The God War is raging. Bad relations omen. That's right. I forgot about that. Colder climate. We don't love that. Okay, we still also have a venture to do. Man, he is still exploring. I think we're going to send out another exploration. I think we're just going to stay local because we don't have any explore magic. We'll do 10 bows and 5 swords. I'd like to get some spirits. Let's just explore. We didn't really find anything interesting while exploring the lands, but we did find a small herd of cattle. They must have been born in some out-of-the-way place last year because none of them had any brands. Okay, it's fine. What the heck is that? Is that our tapestry? Another minus mood. Okay, that's getting dangerous here. What clan did you just stop their heart? I believe that was... Well, we can double check, but I believe that was the 4 drums. The walls of your story tent shudder and shake. Threads loose themselves from the tent fabric, forming themselves into a human-like shape. Your elders speak to the being, who claims to be Vinroste, a long-dead ancestor commemorated in the saga embroidered on the tent. Do not delay me, it intones. I have slept too long and must see the milking of the mares. Jeez, imagine you've been asleep for thousands of years and you're gonna miss the milking of the mares. Oof. If we let him run loose, the people will rightly lose confidence in us. Vinrose fought gloriously against the forces of chaos. Vinrose rode furiously over Midia Ridgeline. Perhaps he is confused because he is meant to join Elmal's burning retinue. Send him to Elmal may strengthen us in war. Guiding him back to the tent may aid our magic. Were Vinrose of my bloodline, I would not want to impede him from taking his rightful place in the solar throne. Okay, so a lot of people seem to want us to coax him to ascend to the sky. Let's go ahead and follow their advice. Vinrose agreed that the story tent was no longer the right place to contain his restless spirit. Our priests brought fire into their minds, praying Vinrose into the sky. They said he had arrived there and, in thanks for our aid, would secure a war blessing from Elmol. Good, good. What's our mood like? Reserved, okay. Still Earth season. We still don't have quite enough goods. I think we're gonna do some sort of crafting venture. Gemstones. Sure. Start making me some. Our artisans crafted fine horse decorations worth 31 cows. Okay, now we definitely have enough for our upkeep of shrines. I'm gonna be very mad if we lose a shrine. Requires 58. In the Golden Sea, we did not have spirits. We can still learn one of Gomari's blessings. Gods are at war. We could use more spirits. Hey, Targarug is back. Our clan magic's exhausted, yeah. We have many shrines and we have as many shrines and temples as our worshippers can sustain. We could support another if we performed the worship venture or had more allies. Okay, that is a big to-do. Alright, we've finished healing people from wounds. Let's switch over to curing and get our sick dealt with. We're in early dark season. We can do another venture. Maybe let's try to do something where we get our clan mood up a little bit. Are our enemies water or something else? No, our enemies are chaos. We're here to kill chaos. We've actually kind of made peace with the weeders. We've been hit by trolls recently. We've had a little bit of chaos going on. We fought some rams, but most of our problem has been wheels and the locals. We did get one. We got raided by elves once, but we also kind of made peace with them, I think twice now. All right, let's do another venture. I need something that's going to make people happier. Although increased clan magic would be really nice. More crafting. Improve clan morale by holding festivals. That's a maybe. We could also hold a feast. How are we doing on food? Could we do that? We have at least a year worth of food. The feast sounds kind of nice. We haven't done that. We could feast our neighbors. Extra cattle would be nice. Search for spirit rocks. We could just go spread our exploration knowledge. Allows more temples for at least a year. That's weird. Like, why would I want to do that and then forget and have it break down? I would have to continuously spam this. I don't know if I like that one. Let me see what people are saying here. Share exploration. I mean, that could be good. I think the more we do stuff like that, the more people like us. Our mood isn't terrible either. All right, you convinced me. We'll tell them about the fiery rock man. We visited a number of clans in the valley over many weeks. They listened to our stories but claimed we told them nothing new. Targarud said if we had more information, they might have been more impressed. Oh. Emissaries from Jade Cult clan want to make sure you know the strife is broken out between the Hyrelings who accept Sinala's story and those who reject it. Clans are choosing who to raid now according to what they believe. Just now, the Zarhawks struck us screaming that we were polluting true worship with the milky spores of false ritual. Those Zarhawks. I see many ways to lose popularity here. Even though they won, the Zarhawks likely took casualties. This is a good time to hit them. Give them goods perhaps, but no stock. Our standing with other believers will aid us. That's very true. Are we literally starting a religious war in the valley? When Osara raided Varolo's herds, he complained to their follower. Elmal said nothing. She caught you napping. I kind of think I'm going to stoke the wars here. The 30 Seasons War. Hey, tut. All right, encourage people to stick together. Who's going to spread the word? Our best diplomat. And we'll send some swords along. Make sure they're safe. The assembled believers agreed that with the rejectors attack us, we should agree not to raid one another. Okay, I'm going to need to remember that and be careful about that. Although clans often make sure each family... Yeah. What are we in? Late dark season. Our sick are basically fixed. Let's switch over to hope. Maybe we got lots of goods currently. Let's see if we can recruit in some more swords. From outside the clan and offer an additional cow. Recruit. Raised 4 more. Nice. All right, storm season. We've used up our ventures. We actually, we got some more sick. Immediately, let's switch that right back. Storm season. What are we gonna do? Don't really want to travel anywhere. I don't think we are gonna get a second recruit off. This is a bad year for diplomacy. Yeah, we're gonna need to remember this list. Amber, Blue Crest, Gold Milk. Yeah, Gold Milk is on the short list for an ally, as is Jade Colt. I think Gold Milk is what I would like. It's unfortunate diplomacy is not good right now. Alright, I guess let's just try a cheeky little explore here. I don't really have anything else that we could really do. Do like 10 and 10. We spent some time poking around our wildlands. We didn't find anything strange or unusual, but we did find 12 cows worth of amber. Our herds report that the Zarhawk stole 32 goats in a herd raid. They were gone before our patrols got them. Yeah, we cannot afford that. I am really trying not to bully them, but they're making it very hard. Traders mention that nobles of a particularly thin-skinned wheel clan, the Kuranderi, have been fomenting discontent against you. The next time you injure their dignity, they'll teach you to mind your place. They threaten a feud, which wheels call an oath of enmity. The tradition of feuds did not exist before the Exodus, and they do not acknowledge that they have adopted new customs since the Gold City. Their particular sensitivities and blind arrogance made feuds with the wheels hard to end. The people take this seriously. They put on airs but have reason to be wary of us. Naztalvo, founding king of the Northern Wheels, took an oath to never forgive a foe. Wheels love the sound of their own words. Ours will fall on unreceptive ears. She is my Diplo person. We don't get along well, but we're both still El Mali. I have nothing to add. You all speak of them as if they represent all wheels, but for good or ill, they're just one clan. I think I'm willing to let this matter rest. I'm not seeing people jumping on this one. People dismiss the wheel threat. They came at us, we would hear their rattling carts from miles away. Okay, fair enough logic, I suppose. Late storm season. Is there any other... In fact, I know exactly what I want. Spirits, pine, or berry, or rat. Let's actually get rat up and running. Maybe we can trick somebody. Rat spirit's gonna aid us. Thank you. Okay, how are we doing on magic? 4 magic. Oh. Okay, we are just dying for magic. Do I have this something wrong here? Turret. I have 2 turrets on. That's part of the issue, I think. Because we don't have every clan on here, I bet you we're missing out on a magic. Let me see the help. That's not helpful. Each year we generate more. Not helpful. Gender imbalance? Woman, man, man, woman, man, man, man. Okay, that is true. 2 to 5. Ladies, you gotta step it up. Hey, Trip, how's it going, man? Hey, Gallo Glass, welcome in. Okay, last year, 50 babies were born. We initiated 17 children as adults. The clan has 21 more people, 9 fewer heads of cattle, and 10 more horses. Our crafters produced 44. We traded for 67. Our shrines took 30 and 58. We have less magic because the gods are clashing. Okay, that's part of it. Visions of loons told our shamans that this would be a good year to search for sworn spirits. Okay, I think that's already determined what I'm going to do here. We are known for finding the secrets Hyalor left before he died. Raven frightened other spirits into giving magic to the clan. However, everyone said that Chukorde had somehow altered the idols. Only one magic in reserve. I do not love that. All right, let's proceed. Clan elders had to abjugate a higher than usual number of legal disputes between families. All of these cases sprung from arguments over grazing rights. They should be simple, but have become complicated and full of ill will. If we had someone on the circle who knew about law, we'd be able to provide good guidance to elders and avoid disconsent. So that must be we don't have good lore, I bet. Or maybe that's leadership? Worried is not good. I'm a little worried about that myself. All right, sea season. All right, in here, don't we have one about exploring? Also spirit rocks. My thought is we get ourselves a spirit boon and then we go searching for spirits. We have 1 in exploration and 2 in war, and that's it. So we're not going to be able to do much diplomacy. We need the magic ceremony. That's another one. I don't know who this culture equivalent to Lankor Mai is. I don't know that either. All right, I'm gonna try this. Let's do that. Search for spirit stones. Why are they picking you? Because you have good combat. All right, that's fine. Do it. Along with a small escort, I spent weeks looking for the kind of rocks that spirits prefer. I found a few curious stones, but nothing better than what we already have. More exploration magic could have helped. Womp womp. We need to make more our people are fed. We don't have enough, or we do have enough food, but we're low. Are we? We have 4 seasons. They are predicting a shortfall. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go bargain with our berry spirit. Brings in food in sea, fire, or earth. Bargain. Persuade. Managed to persuade the berry spirit to help us. Elves. Man. All right. We're trying to be chill. These are like our stepbrothers, right? All right. So we're trying to be chill. Plant people called elves rampage through your planted fields. A strange bone-white powder trails behind them. You can already tell it's poisoning your crops. Naturally, you send your warriors to drive them off. The marauders melt away into the woods near your land. What now? Convincing people to shrug this off will be hard. The problem with elves is they always attack in crop season when we can't spare them in to fight. It's more important to reverse the blight now. We can always choose to fight them after crop season. Sometimes you can negotiate with the elves, but they're always unpredictable. The Elf Queen and Earth Queen were once friends. She gave Hyalor a child. The 2 possible rituals are equally taxing and equally likely to work. Conjure tiny rodents to devour their seeds. Oh, I gotcha. Who is the trade law god? Isn't it Rassavel or something? I can look at that screen. Hyalor? It's not Hyalor there. Okay, so I'm seeing a vote for number 3. The council also seems to be kind of split between promise we will attack them or reverse the blight. Well, if we're having food problems, we need to reverse the blight. So I agree. Nyalda, the Earth Mother, leached the wild elf magic from our fields, taking with it the blight. The people were glad. Cool. All right. Fire season. All right, we want to do at least 1 explorer, and I want some spirits. So we are going to explore, maybe like way up here, and we're going to search for spirits. We'll send with you no bows and 10 swords. No bows and 5 swords. It's easier to find spirits outside of Iniquia Land. Yeah, I know that. Oh, I can't go outside of known areas. Okay. Well, I guess the mountains then. I don't know how precise I need to make this icon. All right, do it, buddy. We're being raided by the Urkarnings. There are 138 of them. Luckily, our patrols spotted them. We have 17 and 84. We're gonna drive them off. Okay, so these are rams. Let's try to intimidate them. The Urkarnings barraged us with sling stones, ignoring our war cries. Womp womp. We'll reserve 1 in 7. Insort tried to organize a reserve, but our warriors faltered when they heard the war whoops. Ooh, that's not good. Let's get our magic ritual up. We're gonna battle glow. As our priest completed the ritual, our warriors felt a warm glow. We're gonna try again to reserve. Our warriors faltered when they heard the war whoops. Our warriors broke and rode off. Wow! They literally shouted us off the field. That is pitiful. That was pitiful. They took 24 cows. We're being raided by the Zarhawks. All right, we're gonna try to... Okay, this is just a cattle raid at least. We're gonna try to kill them. No, we're gonna drive them off. Okay, they're obviously not afraid of us. Let's try a skirmish. They rushed us. Fight fiercely. Their gamble failed as their risky maneuver left them in a worse situation. It was soon over. Okay, we killed 5 of their swords and wounded 4. Good job. We lost 1 bow. Okay, that was pretty good. Rams above riders? I'm gonna put you in timeout. Never seen such a morale defeat. Yeah, we literally just got scared off the field. That was pitiful. Can we wipe a clan off the map? I don't believe so. I don't believe so. These dudes are just really pissing me off. I wish we could deal with them somehow, but I think the way to deal with them is to increase our allies. So gold milk is high priority. Unfortunately, we just didn't have the magic for it this year. All right, let's get ourselves a herd raid. We haven't hit these guys recently. Just a cheeky little raid. We managed to ride into Air Charkar lands and made off with 24 cows without being noticed. Thank you, Raven. What was that? It might not be critical, but more warriors would be helpful. I mean, sure, yeah, it would. Early Earth season. All right, I am gonna continue to try to get some exploration in here. I really would like to make use of what we had. So, explore. Spirit Hills is where we want to go, but we don't have this river tamed, so... Autumn Mountains. Maybe we head up towards the Jords. Something like that. All right, we're gonna send no bows, and we're gonna send 5 swords. And you're just doing a normal explore? This is a good year for spirits. I feel like we should try to make use of that. All right, what if we went to that obsidian field? Let's try that. Hopefully we can get a spirit or 2 here. It'd be nice if we could get a war spirit. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. All right, we just have some sick people. Let's make sure our temple's right. Let's actually go over to Hope. Helps us resist fear. Maybe that would have been helpful. All right, and in Elmal, I need to know if we know the ritual that I want to do here. Okay, I don't. This is the one I need to be able to boost our people. We're not really in the right spot to be able to do sacrifices, though, unfortunately. I think we're going to do another explore. We're just really gonna try to make some use of this. Explore. I don't know, let's just head off in a new direction, I suppose. Do it. We're back from searching the north. We were able to find a sow spirit, the shamans say, helpful in situations involving food. Okay, that's fine. Your clan shamans inform you it's an auspicious time to contact new spirits. A procession of great spirits flows across the land now. They are too large to swear to stay here, but we can perform a rite to gain a major spirit blessing. It will reduce our flow of magic for a little while, but it'll be worth it. What spirit do you have them contact? Okay, cool. I'll let you guys start voting while I get my tea ready here. Was playing King of Dragon Pass earlier and killed like 120 guys in battle without losing anyone. Wow, Trip, that's pretty crazy. Why not do a ceremony or a minor ritual for the spirit? Okay, maybe. An eagle would make us braver. That we could definitely use that. If people are too open to change, a bull blessing will bring them back to tradition. No, we're trying to actually be kind of a changed people. An eagle spirit, yeah, no kidding. We just literally lost to that. Okay, not here. A bee spirit to sweeten sour hearts. A light spirit to win others' trust. Not here. Yenade showed us the first spirits. Their first task was to win our trust. I mean, that would be pretty nice too. I think based on what just happened, let's take the eagle spirit. I like that idea. Mood plus, magic minus. The shamans drummed and we saw a large spirit eagle lofting overhead. All right, cool. Early dark season. We can start another venture. All right, I think... What is our clan mood? Reserved. Let's try feasting our neighbors. Or maybe not because it's probably the wrong spirits. Or we don't have enough food. At least a year, so we do have the food. Must be the wrong time. Alright, well we can't do that. But maybe a ceremony for some clan magic. We are just really suffering. Herding wouldn't be terrible. Our herds are really hurting. Yeah, let's get some herds going here. Chakorde spent time at the pasture. Thanks to his leadership over many weeks, the herders figured out we had 13 more cows and 2 more horses than we would have otherwise lost. I visit all our fields and I'm getting concerned. We have been growing grain on them for 5 years. They're, again, just beginning to show signs of exhaustion. In the next year or so, we need to convert some pasture to cropland. Okay, can do. Late dark season, we got some sick people. Go fix that. I really wish we didn't have to micromanage this so much. Alright, let's do another round of recruiting, I think. We got plenty of goods. Raven is oddly useful. Yeah, Raven is super useful. Doink and doink, recruit. We were only able to find 1 qualified warrior. Womp womp. I'm back from searching to the west. We were able to locate a mammoth spirit. The shamans say helps us deal with worshippers of Shargash. Isn't Shargash a chaos god? Bandits come warily into our clan boundaries to make us an offer. They've recently taken a magical treasure from the Zethmarings. It's a lump of bone from a storm god who fell from the clouds and died. When it landed, it became a piece of hard, valuable metal called bronze. The bandits don't know what to do with it, but they know it's worth 50 cows. They want goods for it, not cows, as bandits cannot manage entire herds. When Elmal seized a piece of bronze that was once part of the murder god's father, his retinue said he should present it to the emperor. Bandits can be wily allies, especially in desolate corners of the valleys they call home. The Zethmarings incline against us. The type of metal a god bone turns into depends on the tribe of gods. Orlantha gods become bronze. Our solar deities gold. The type of metal god bone. Okay, we just read that. Sneak in and slit a throat or two. You know, we don't have to be nice to them. They are outlaws. I think we're either gonna purchase it or we're gonna steal it. Shargash is a rival solar god. Ah, gotcha. Is he an Orlantha storm god or solar god? Okay, I'm not seeing a lot of opinions here. He's a Darhapa god. Okay. I'm kind of leaning towards Raven here. We owe literally nothing to bandits. What could go wrong? Loyal to Yelm, but a rival to Elmal. Oh, okay. I think we're going for it. Who is going to track them to their lair? Lashina, obviously. And we're just going to end their whole career. Lashina found the cavern where the bandits live. She and the others snuck in while there was only one bandit left on guard. The bandits died unaware and they left with the god bones. Do we return them? No. No, we don't. Maybe you shouldn't be mean to me. All right, let's do a quick audit here. Bowl of healing smoke aids in curing the sick. Clay cow makes it cheaper for Busanari. Clay mask. This is one of our best ones, ironically. Allows us to have better luck with spirits. Diadem of Rilandor grants divine blessing to worshippers of Rilandor. A sly dagger increases magnitude of victory when your warriors win duels. Storm god bone bronze fragment grants you an edge in warfare, especially in fights against or involving rams. I'm totally gonna forget that, but that's something at least. Our Weeder Pearl grants favor during sea season and protection against forces of water. And our Buzzard Charm, a buzzard beak which aids in finding game, berry, and hidden foe. Cool. All right, we are still in early storm season. Few sick people, we're working on that. I don't have a venture. Hey, William, welcome in, man. Good to see you. Watching it on TV. Nice. Okay, what are we gonna do here? I really need more clay and magic because we're not able to put enough magic into the things I want to do. So I'm feeling really constricted. I guess let's just try another little explore. We'll just do it locally. We'll be kind of aggressive here. And we'll just explore. Ooh. We're back from the trip to explore Northwest. Although we didn't find anything interesting, one of my explorers was torn by a pack of large walking lizards. We spent some time poking around our wildlands. We didn't find anything strange or unusual, but we found 7 cows worth of Imperial coins. We are being raided by the Tarmanai. There are 13 chariots and another 105 on foot. How are you raiding me in storm season? Okay, that is rather bad. We are outnumbered. Their chieftain is known for his caution. All right, we're going to try to drive them off. No, I think we're going to go for survival. Okay, I was not able to pick a relic. I guess it doesn't apply here. Okay, we're going to do our magic ritual, and I think we're going to firehoof this one. Our priest completed the ritual, the hopes began to spark. We were not quite ready by the time their advance reached us. Decide the fate of disabled foes. Nearly a dozen Tamarai warriors have been blinded, at least for now, by Elmal's dazzling light. The sun god has obviously responded to our war priests. We're going to take advantage and strike them down. Okay, so we're evenly matched. Neither one of us is nearing victory. They're known for being cautious. Berserk attack. Wield noble strike ritual poses on their rattling death carts. Yetikin feels a rumbling in his bones. The chariots radiate the dread blessing of the wheel god, Samnal, striking fear into the hearts of your warriors. If left unchecked, this magic will take a terrible toll on your side. How do we respond? All right, our golden boy here. Call on Elmal. He's a worshiper of Elmal, and he's a fire user. I feel like that's a good choice. Lead your side in a mocking song, Samnal the horse thief. Leap over a chariot, taking a sword swipe at the noble. Ride around the chariot, brandishing only a whooping stick. I think we're going to call in the favor here. You're blocking the war lines. Oh, I am. You're right. Shoot. Oh, my chair is too. Unfortunately, I don't know if this game has a better place for me. I'll try to keep you up to date. I'm going to pay attention going forward. Maybe we can move over here with the cam. Right now, we're even, and we're in the middle. Nobody's winning. All right, call on Elmal for a show. Blinding Sword wreathed Yarikin's sword, countering the chariot's ability to instill terror. Now, it was the wheel's turn to feel it. Yetikin's feet caused awestruck enemy footmen to fall back. Furious nobles called for them to regroup. We're still evenly matched. All right, so Berserk worked. He's known for being cautious, and we're evenly matched. Let's try it again. Okay, there's the line that I was talking about. So we are close to victory. Not only will we push them back, they have no line, and we have line. So that means we're winning. Although they tried to conserve their strength, we gained the advantage. The battle began to swing in our way. It's hard to tell if their leader's more capable. Okay, I think we just continue the Berserk, like it's worked every time so far. They seemed more interested in protecting their chariots than winning the battle, and we gained an advantage. It was soon over. It was a bloody battle. We drove the Tarmanai off, and their survivors left without plundering our land. With their careful attention, our auxiliaries kept one warrior from dying. Nice, we didn't lose any of our main warriors. And just a few regulars were killed. I love how this is so freaking brutal. We have a total of 719 people, which is actually up quite a bit from where we were. And every year we lose 10 to 20 people in violent deaths. Every year. That is crazy amounts of attrition. Do you still only build the stone wall? Yeah, stone wall's the only thing I'm missing. You can increase the size of your healing temple. I don't think I can. I've been warned here that we're supporting as many temples as we can. I don't know if they're lying to me, but we have as many shrines and temples as our worshippers can sustain. We could support another if we worshipped or had allies. Would having more workers help? They would help in the fact that it would allow us to grow more food. Okay, we are in storm season still. I think I would like more warriors. Let's make another attempt. 4 more warriors. Nice. An Amber delegation. Okay, this is one that believes in the elf goddess. We want this to be an ally. An Amber delegation hopes you will let their priestess conduct a ceremony in your temple to Busanari. For several seasons, we've been struggling to maintain our herds. This spiral started when we lost many cows to demonic occupied. Oh, we hate chaos. And worsened further when the dwarves opened up sinkholes beneath our pastures. With our magic already at a low ebb, we desperately are seeking the evergreen pastures where Busanari grazes. But even our priestesses received an omen suggesting we could find it if we smoked the sweet grass in your temple. After all, your ancestors have always had a close relationship with the goddess. To ask them to support the temple they pray at is far from shameful. When Yelm died, Busanari could not find her barn. Elmal showed her the way. The Busanari temple in Nivora famously held feasts on holy days. If we go out of our way to help, they'll not forget us. Though they're poor and therefore easily impressed, we should still show how rich we are. Yeah, you got to dab on the pores. To be sure they credit their success to us, sacrifice 20 cows or more. Anyone who goes in a deadly spiral after losing cows to demonic occupiers should be treated as a laughingstock. I'm gonna command decision this one, I think. We are definitely gonna help them. This is somebody we're looking to ally. Do it. And they said 20 goods, so we're gonna follow the advice. Not herds, because it's Busanari. Our priestesses preceded theirs in the temple, and all wreathed themselves in the sacred smoke. Together they traveled to the greenest pasture, where Busanari gave a blessing to restore the amber herds. Nice. Okay, good job. Chaos bad? Yeah, we're here to kill chaos. Alright, sacred time again. Having 7 different deities represented on the clan circle means we can devote more magic. Leave a little in reserve. Hey, our magic is up to 6 finally. Pasture magic will help us raise cows. Our prestige within rider clans is fair, but they are not impressed by our small herds. Reputation with clans that accept the... No, we have decent reputation with the Sanala revelation. Ritual magic to make it easier to ask Amari or other gods for their mysteries. It's better to concentrate our magic in a few areas. Because we took Tepekas, god of redsmiths, with us when we left the Golden City, we're able to devote more magic to crafting. Okay, that's a guaranteed we have to do that. 46 babies were born, 22 adults. 19 more people, 9 more cattle, 9 more horses. 44 and 71 goods, that's very healthy. Maintaining our shrines took 30 and 58. The leaves of the oak trees fell off early, but nobody agreed what this signified. That probably signifies it was cold. We're known for finding secrets of Hylor. The trickster spirit stole some of the clan magic. On top of that, Chikorde frightened several goats to death. Chikorde, jeez. This guy. All right, what else are we gonna do this year? I feel like we have to do pastures. And then we're just out of magic. And that leaves me no magic for rituals. I don't love that. I don't love that at all. Chaos and Glorantha is cool. It's super. Yeah, I agree. I kind of also like that it's essentially like a true evil force, whereas there's plenty of other things in this game that are not like true evil. Like, it's perfectly acceptable to raid people and whatnot, as long as you follow the rules of doing it. It's a very interesting setting. Our herds aren't small, they're goat-sized. Oh no, that's not good. I think we just have to go with this. I don't like this at all, though. I would like to do some ritual. I would like to keep doing some exploring. Let's do ritual this year. I think that's what we're doing. We'll leave 1 in reserve. I don't like that. That's not enough. Although we did not see them as often as our ancestor did, the gods are still walking with the people. Supposedly, Amber explorers encountered a terrifying troll god at the edge of the valley. I hope I have the same opportunity someday. You want to meet trolls? Okay, sea season. We have horse bounty, food shortfall, and cold climate. Optimistic clan, we can start a venture. Okay, let's get our venture going. We need to convert pastures to fields. Let's just get that done. Led the clan in the work of burning out brambles. It was much easier to consecrate. Nice. The Desaro family overheard one of their marriageable young girls, Herindra, confessing something terrible to a friend. She said that she loves Branbrig, a warrior from the Zethmarin clan. They are Vinkotlings, who forbid their people to marry ours. Riders forbid any dalliance with the Stormfolk, let alone marriage. You obey the prohibition for many reasons, not the least of which being that offsprings of rams and riders are prone to becoming evil magicians. Hindra's indiscretion causes much consternation amongst your people. A good strike against his clan will do much to cheer up the people. Stelfor said to his daughter, "You've been caught in the arms of a ram. Without further words, she drowned herself. Ask them for cows. His people already inclined against us. We must guard against them in the future. It would require a great magical working to allow rams and riders to marry. My family will deal with her." I'm leaning towards 3 or 4. Let the family deal with them, or remind the young women that rams are off limit. No bad boys around here. Look at that, he's got bones in his mustache. You do not want to get involved with that, trust me. What trifling price can even compare to the risk of evil magicians? I kind of agree. We've had a problem with this. I don't know what's wrong with the ladies of our clan, but they have a thing for ram folk, and I don't like it. 3 is good. All right. Chikorde said he would deal with it. Didn't the reverse happen? Yes, it did. Yes, it did. We also had to deal with an evil magician, too. So this has been like a perennial problem for us. All right, I'm seeing a lot of votes for 3. I will give it to the council. People were happy to see the matter dealt with correctly, plus mood. Find yourself a nice horse guide and settle down. The clan's fairly open-minded. We spread. You said that, but nobody was happy about that. Okay, not much going on there. All right, I do want to do a ritual this year, as in a finding sacrifices, not an actual thing. We need to save up like 3 or 4 magic if we're going to do that. Let's do a sacrifice, and what I need is I need one of his lore tales. Let's sacrifice here. What do we need? 6 cows to help. 7 cows. Okay. Let's actually do goods, not cows, for mysteries. Elmo guards the sun path. This is the one I want to do. This should increase our combat ability, and it's going to be Yatakan who we're going to try to do it on. Now we're not in good position to do it this year, but now we at least know it. Okay, early fire season. We can start another venture. I kind of am feeling like we want to do like defense. Or maybe we try another spread the word. We're kind of getting banged up again though. Let's get defense up and running. We're kind of getting banged. Insort reminds our warriors of their love for the clan so that they would patrol vigilantly. They would be diligently watchful for the next year. All right. Our patrol spotted a herd raid by the Caswold rings. They have 22 raiders. We met them with 13 swords and 12 bows. We were pleased to outnumber them. The results would be up to the gods. Their chieftain is noted for their caution. Isn't this the same dude who's been hitting me recently? All right, we're going to kill as many as possible. They're known for caution. Let's try to intimidate. Our war whoops halted their charge in the tracks. Excellent. Let's maneuver. Although Caswalterings tried to hold us off with missile fire, we used the terrain to our advantage and fell on their flanks. Okay. You guys cannot see, but we don't have any lines yet, so we haven't really got any advantage. Okay, if he's being cautious, let's take some risks to win. They tried to rest, but we're at a disadvantage against a mounted foe. It was soon over. The battle didn't last long. Our magic dazzled them. We drove them off, and they left without looting. We lost a sword and had 6 wounded. Ow, weech. And they lost nothing. That's a little unfortunate. Okay, late fire season. Let's get a little bit of a raid on here. So, I want to try to hit somebody we haven't done too hard. The surroundings. How about a herd raid against the surroundings? That's not a choice. We haven't hit Fireflower in a long time. Honeymaid, Gold Milk are possible allies, as is Amber. Have we done the Urkarning? They're a ram people. Let's hit them. I would much rather have ram people be mad at me than our own. All right, we're gonna send 5 and 5 herd raid. We got caught. 5 and 5 versus 8 and 22. We're just gonna go to survival, proceed. Let's try to intimidate. They attacked us with sling stones, but our war cries made them flinch. We're gonna evade. We tried to withdraw, only to discover they had cut off our retreat. All right, we will fight fiercely. They were clearly waiting for our attack. It was soon over. Ow. 3 more elites killed and 2 more wounded. That didn't go well. Our patrol spotted a herd raid by the Zarhawks. All right, these guys, we're gonna kill as many as possible. All right, let's try intimidating. Their advance faltered. Okay, our intimidation's working pretty well lately. Let's do some skirmishing. They advanced despite the flight of arrows. They saw that they could not prevail against us, and they fled before the battle even began. We killed 3 of them. Excellent. No, they are alliance with the that's right. That's right. A costly victory, to be sure. Still, we have been pumping our warrior numbers lately, so that's still all right. The bows are something I'm a little worried about. All right, Earth season. Maybe another... What could we do here? Maybe let's send a caravan just so that we can do one. We can't support another major thing, but like maybe to Amber. Known for their shamans, they like us, they owe us a favor. Let's see what it says when we do this. I mean, I think it's gonna say we cannot do it, but I want it to confirm that for me. A delegation of our Tamara clan comes to warn you that the Alkothai are coming. Half human, half demon, the Alkothai hail from the same empire you escaped from. By means unknown, they're able to enter and exit the empire at will, despite the vast dome that protects it from the ice. The mere approach of Alkothi warband strikes fear into the hearts of our stoutest warriors. Impossible victories bring great popularity. We are not ready to fight the Alkothai. Alkothai are called Green City after the color of its walls, which are carved from a single piece of rock. We can rally our own people or the valley as a whole. Their chieftain god is Shargash. I was right. Elmal's half-brother, also a demon of destruction. They will be irresistibly drawn here by our goats. Do they want our goats? I will drum up Raven the Trickster and send them to another clan. I'm very inclined to either offer the joint attack or rouse the clan. So 1 or 3 is kind of my vote. We are pretty split on that on the council. I'm a little worried about this one, to be frank. They are part of our ancestral enemy, though, so we have to fight them. Like, not doing that's going to get us in trouble. Okay, Trip votes for 3 because we've been doing diplomacy. There's more glory in fighting, but it might be prudent to alert the others. I agree there, too. Alright, let's rouse mini clans to head them off. Who's going to lead the effort? This is diplomacy. Bolda, our 31-year-old who looks like she's like 65. How many warriors are you gonna send? We're pretty dang serious about this. We are pretty dang serious about this. Who do we ask? All people of the valley. We're here to kill chaos. Painstakingly, we eked out an agreement between squabbling clans. We had many differences, but everyone feared the Akathai. We would each send a few of our best warriors to meet the demon men before they entered the valley. Who's gonna lead the war party? Incinor is our best combat person. Combat is renowned. You're in. How many warriors does each clan send? 15. When the Akathai saw us gathered as a single force, they retreated. We had convinced them to despoil some other territory. Man, I wanted to fight them. Cowardly chaos. Late Earth season. Maybe another sacrifice could be good. We're not gonna be able to explore very well in the winter though. Let's get another explore out. Yeah, let's do another explore and let's head way up here. Get those mountains. No bows, but we'll send you 5 swords. Go. Our caravan's back from the Ambers. The Amber traders were pleased to receive the first caravan we sent them. They agreed to trade with us on a regular basis and we made a profit. What? I thought you said we couldn't support another one. Have I been lied to? We're still at a seasonal market. We have amber, blue, gold, honey, sunbow, and why are the Zarhawks trading with us? They're known for their poverty. They hate us. I hate them too. The feeling's very mutual. Let me tell you. Okay, early dark season. First up, how are our spirits? Sow helps in situations involving food. Bargain. Bargain. Convinced the Sow to help us for several years. Baron, who identified as a descendant of Elmal and Verlaro, is now 13 years old. I don't think it's been 13 years since that kid was born. Is this like RimWorld rules where you age 4 years for one if you're a child? He's befriended a boy of a year younger of the Amber clan. His friend is also named Baron. The two of them want to ask the other Baron clan if he can live and train with you for a year. This request would be unusual, but not unheard of. Okay. The people want Baron to be happy. They also like Baron. Veroro said to his sister, "Why couldn't you be a brother?" She said, "Why can't you duck this punch?" All right. We are more likely to get permission from the clan than the family. I have taught our Baron, but he could use a sparring partner. When I home this boy, both will be better for it. I sense great potential in both boys. It will all go wrong when they discover girls. Isn't that the truth, Couture? Okay, so it looks like we're mostly supporting number 1. I'm alright with that. Sure. Would you like to send a gift? Sure. You can have our customary 7. The Ambers agreed this would motivate both boys to excel. They foresaw a great destiny for him and wished for him to be strong and happy. All right, there you go. A year-long playdate. We no longer have a market in trading magic to support the trade of our regular trade partners. Devotee of Ikarna would allow us to enhance trade. I fear someone will soon stop sending caravans. Okay, so we weren't able to support that. That's weird. Late dark season. Do we have a venture? We don't. Helps us with dealing with worshippers of Shargash. I mean, we just literally did that. Get our stealth back up. Get our rat back going. It's unfortunate that, like, I keep turning this on and then it's not getting used. I wish I could, like, turn it on as a response to event. We also could use some more warriors. Let's get the warriors first. 2 more warriors. All right, I'm gonna get Rat up again. I really want to get something out of that. We need to do more to make sure people are being fed. Do we? I thought we were all right. Chakorde don't lie. A delegation from the Gold Milk clan comes to share its concerns over the activities of the Jade Colt clan. Both clans like you revere Sinala. The Jade Colts have taken their passion for Hylar Plant Wife to a surprising extreme. They now enslave members of clans who reject Sinala. Those who refuse to believe deserve this fate, they claim. This position horrifies the Gold Milk, who believe it not only unjust but likely to provoke dangerous reprisals. Okay. Our people worry this will widen the rift. I agree. The Jade Colts fear us. We should lean on them. We are on good terms with the Jade Colts, so they will heed well-spoken words, and a gift never hurts. In Nivora, every noble house owns slaves. We gave up this practice when Hyalor and Gamari showed us the freedom of the trail. It's a good time to ask for magical insight. That I actually kind of agree with. Bring plenty of dung to throw at them if they say no. Alright, let's actually do a ritual and get some more information. The nearby grasses and bushes gave off a mighty wail of lament. The priest could tell that Sinala wished to see no one enslaved in her name. There you go. From the goddess herself. Alright, so... I think an emissary here. I think it's 3. It's in a joint delegation. It's either 3 or 4 here. Do we have enough magic? We did, but now we used it up. I'm feeling like the joint delegation is good, but then again, I guess if they're getting bullied, is that actually going to help? Alright, let's send an emissary to the Jade Colt. Our Bolda. Take a gift, yes. We'll do our customary 7. We convinced them that war between the Valley's riders would serve no one, least of all them. Their priest said the omens we revealed should be heeded. With some reluctance, their chieftain agreed to free the neighbors they had enslaved. Alright, good job, Diplo team. Good job, good job. Late storm season. Alright, let's do another sacrifice, I think. What would we like? What do we not know? We don't know tracking. We don't know a lot of Gamari's blessings. I still don't have instruction, which I actually really want. Maybe we go for that quick. Relandar. Let's sacrifice to him our 7. Unveiled the mysteries of the instruction blessing. Okay, good, good. We're being raided by R. Tamarai. Again? Alright. Drive him off. Okay, let's see here. Let's get our ritual going. We're going to go for Battle Glow. We had enough time to complete the ritual. They sought out better ground. Decide the fate of disabled foes. Take advantage of the opportunity to attack them. We struck down 13 of our foes. Okay, we're evenly matched. There's no victory lines yet. Let's take some risks to win. No, let's do a berserk attack. As you fight them, you hear a din on the other side of the battlefield. A group of warriors from Brilliant Hoof clan rides towards your foes. Swords and bows pose to attack them. The two clans are neighbors and not good ones. The brilliant hooves must have seen them mustering to attack us and followed them here. What do we do? Hit as hard as they do? Yeah, hit as hard as they do. Our foes reeled. All right, we have a tiny line of victory. Let's do another berserk attack. Although they tried to conserve their strength, we gained the advantage. They could not continue to fight with so few warriors. Okay, I have improved at combat a little bit. Mr. Shadier says, I gotta say, I kind of like wheels as a culture. Chariot riding semi-nomads who descend from great empire traditionalists and nobility. The cultures are really cool. I hope within all the 6 age games, I hope we get to kind of play everybody. Because we have Rams in King of Dragons Pass, Riders in this one, and I think lights go out. I think you're still a rider. I don't know that for certain, though. It was short, nasty battle. Their battle magic was greater than ours, but we were not dismayed. We drove them off. They left without looting. We killed 3 and 32. Get wrecked. What reward do you offer the Brilliant Hooves for their crucial intervention? Consider a favor repaid? Sure. Though defeating the Arma clan was its own reward, they said they would accept a fine offer in the spirit of good fellowship. Okay, cool. Making friends. In the lights go out, you're half rider, half rat. Interesting. No other spoilers for me, though. That's plenty right there. That is super cool, actually. That must have a lot of internal problems. Holy moly. No, you're fine, Shadier. I'm not. That's totally fine. What? How are we supposed to have kids? That's going to have a bunch of dark sorcerers. That's crazy. Last year, 53 babies were born. We had 22 initiated. 24 more people. Okay, our numbers are finally getting up. I'm very happy to see that. We have less cattle, more horses. We produced goods. We spent goods. The priestesses deemed that the fields cried out for blood. They said the earth goddess wanted us to raid this year. We're known for finding secrets. Raven, Elmal's shadow, chased away much of our luck. On top of that, Chakorde provoked several fights to stop spreading gossip. Magic is 4, and that's with what I spent on war. Okay, we need some food. Okay, we have to raid this year because we were commanded to do so. I really, really, really want to do that ritual. We just don't have enough magic. If we did this, we would be in the negatives quite hard. And I don't want to do it with less. Let's try to reserve some more magic this year. We'll do 2 fields, we'll do 2 war, and that's it. We'll try to save up so next year we have enough magic to run a big ritual. Again, I really want to power up Yadakan's combat. I want him to be my new combat guy. All right, do it. We're back from our expedition, which took us up north. I explored an area I can only describe as untamed and largely featureless. We found nothing of any value. Okay, well, that sucks. Our market and trading magic can no longer support trade with the Sunbow. Womp womp. A trader from Earthaling clan let us know about a 3-armed man who lived far to the west. They have eyes in their hands and eat only eggs. I'm not sure if I believe this, but she swore it was true. There you go. All right, we are running defense. We can start another venture. Clan mood is reserved. We have a few sick people. Yep, we're working on that. We're on alert when we need to raid. Okay, not a lot of other things going on. If we're going to do a big raid, maybe now's the time. Let's try to do another recruit. 4 more warriors. We're up to 26 swords with 1 sick. All right, late sea season. What do we want to do? I don't want to send people far away because I'm going to need my raiders, but we could just do a local explore. We'll just do a quick little local. We looked to the edges of our pastures and found a few lion claws. It's possible this had once been valuable but wasn't worth bringing back. Okay, nothing good there. The Weeders! One of our hunters returns from a sojourn to the shores of the Black Eel River to report the foreigners who live there might be vulnerable to attack. The Weeders, as they're called, pose no great threat to a clan like yours, but your hunter, Varn, saw them losing several fleeing spearmen to the Zetharlings. Whatever goods they have left are now vulnerable to attack. The people won't like it if we let a rival take the Weeders' goods. The trick with the Weeders isn't beating them, it's getting them to stand up and fight. They only have goods, not food. The Four Drums' view of us could stand improvement, which starts us off at a disadvantage. Okay, that's a way maybe we could start fixing this. I kind of feel pity for the Weeders, frankly. But this is a way to fix one of our major problems. Yeah, we must learn to overcome resentment because we generate so much of it. Yeah, that's true. I think we're doing the Diplo option. I feel sorry for the Weeders, but I really would like this to stop. We'll send our best diplomat. With 5 swords. They received our news with less gratitude than we deserve. Bulda figured everyone already knew the Weeders are weak. It was their condition more often than not, after all. That sucks. Alright, fire season. We have to do a raid this year. Who should we raid? I don't like the stupid blood feud we have with Zarhawk, if I'm being honest, but I mean, they really deserve it. I keep trying to de-escalate, and they keep attacking us. I think it's got to be Zarhawks, right? Give them a gift, be the bigger man. We tried, man. We tried. I think we're doing Zarhawks. I think we're doing Zarhawks. Raid. Zarhawk. And we're gonna send all of our swords, and I think 70. That leaves us what, 45 at home, maybe 65. Do we want to call on the Sunbow? I think we do. Raid. The Sunbow sent 23 warriors. We were spotted by the Zarhawks. We have 26 and 65 versus 12 and 95. Their force is weaker. Victory would be up to the gods. All right, we're going to plunder them. All right, step 1. Let's get our magic ritual for Battle Glow. They sent out someone to parley. Yes. We will give you 17 cows worth of goods if you do not attack today or during the following year. Enough talk. They seem disappointed at our refusal, but the emissaries return to their ranks. Magic ritual, Battle Glow. Our priest completed the ritual. They move some into reserve. We will also move some into reserve. We tried to organize a reserve, but had not finished by the time the Zarhawks advanced on us. We met in battle, but no advantage given. Take advantage of an opportunity for plunder. A group of horses strayed near the fields of battle. Secure the plunder while we have the chance. We captured 5 horses, but the effort left us out of position. They have a slight victory opportunity. We're gonna berserk. They fought fiercely, but were taken aback by our berserk frenzy. They could not continue the fight with so few warriors. All right, I think I've improved a little bit here. We lost none of our swords and only 2 bows. All right. The fact that they wanted to parlay, I think we can call this all right. Maybe we can chill with each other now. Maybe we can chill with each other now. Let's actually send an emissary to Zarhawk. Let's bring with us 7 goods. And we'll send 10 swords. Do it. Your emissary Bulga arrives near the Zarhawk village. She brought 7 cows as gift. Just give them the gifts. Our gifts were graciously received. They still think poorly of us, but our mood went up. An ongoing legal abjuration raises concern among clan elders. 2 members of the clan circle, Bulda and Targarug, are parties to the dispute. Bulga brought a claim against Targarug over pasture boundaries. Factions have coalesced around each litigant, dividing the clan. The circle meets without the 2 parties to discuss the situation. This mustn't drag on. Hylor said sometimes it's necessary to change the rules. A chattish game will bring a quick end to this. Of course, there will be injuries. Targrug has always been a friend to the goat herd. A few consternations will smooth it over. Contusions, excuse me. It seems like they want to do the number 5. Bully them until they flee and leave behind the horses and live in the forest until they're bandits? Wow. Kuf 15 is all in on this. Here's the loot we took. Yep, that's pretty much what I just did. Polo solves everything. All right, I'm gonna follow Trip's advice. Mood +5, swords -5. Holy moly. The 2 parties selected teams to battle on their behalf. The 2 sides clashed mightily, with Targarush's side eking out a narrow win. Thus, the favor of Elmal and the gods was shown, and the winner of the dispute declared. Only 5 of our swords were injured. Only 5. Alright, we are in early Earth season. We're doing fine on food. Yeah, that would be nice, but we don't have the magic. Okay, nobody's saying anything too interesting there. I think I want to do some exploring again. That's just kind of my default. I have nothing else better to do. Alright, we did make it to the top of the map, or darn close. Mountains over here that we haven't found. We have some names we've learned. Alright, let's explore off that way. We'll do 5 swords and no bows. Actually, let's do like 8 swords. Go. Okay, we are in late Earth season. I think we're going to do another one. Let's head, I don't know, towards the edge over here. And again, we'll do like... This one's not nearly so far. We'll do 7. Go. Yelini nomads appear at your clan boundary. They say they've just visited a place outside the valley where spirits abound. They took as many spirits as they could support, but left behind many more. In exchange for food and gear worth 5 cows, they'll tell us where it was. Okay, the vulture people. Okay. We might rouse the people by scorning the woebegone folk, but it will be hard. Asara once fought their big spirit, King Vulture, scaring him away with flaming arrows. We must not pass this up. We should get their information, but if Raven Trick goes wrong, the ill luck may afflict us. The Tataryanari are easily deceived. That is true. I think I'm just going to take them up on it. I kind of feel pity for them. We'll take you up on it. They took us to where the spirits in the north, the Imithar Mountains. We should act fast. Spirits seldom congregate in one spot for a great length of time. Okay. Imithar Mountains. Okay, it was up here. Do I risk a early dark season? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go do our evergreen bargain. He's gonna help us. The boy called Baron, friend of our Baron, has returned to his clan after a year of training with us. Both young men seem better for it. The boys say he will commend us to his people. Cool. All right, then with that blessing, we're going to explore to the mountains and we're going to search for spirits. Go. That is a big dog. Holy moly. You've heard of the Voltankia, nomadic people who live in the forest region to the east. No one in your clan has ever met any of them until Insinlor and his party encountered a group of them accompanied by the biggest dog you've ever seen. They demand that you pay tribute for intruding on their lands. You must give them 4 horses. If you don't, they say, their great dog will make quick work of you. Then they will eat all your horses and the dog will eat you. Wow, these people are not very friendly. Holy moly. That's a little iffy. Without the dog, we could beat the hunters, although at some cost. Yeah, but they have the dog. We could tell them their demand is unjust. Can I buy the dog? How much to pup the... About 1 hand, Prissy. Oh, We were nice to these guys earlier. Yeah, that was for the vulture. Yes, we were. It didn't work out, though. She was only able to, like, tend an herb garden. She couldn't teach them to farm. I want to tell them that this is unjust, but I think they're going to say, like, whoop-de-doo. I think we're going to give them the horses. We're okay on horses. Give them the horses. We departed with cries of joy ringing in our ears. I'm not in love with that. That did not go well. Ghosts stride across your clan lands, restless and moaning. They come from a nearby ruin of Elmpur, a city of the Empire raised by rams. On certain cold, clear nights, they emerge to demand redress for their destruction. Your shamans hear them out, learning that they will increase your magic if you strike out against the Gnadrai clan, whose ancestors took part in destruction of the city. Well, don't threaten me with a good time. Oh, a little kid ghost. All right, let's see what people say. We don't make a big fuss over the fall of Elmpur, not like some clans I could name. Allying with ghosts who hate them will cause the rams to fear and dislike us. The Gimardai are tougher than us. We'd better chance with a smaller action. The Battle of Elmpur were citizens of the Empire like our ancestors. Alright, so I'm kind of feeling the small-scale raid. Also, the Battle Brothers stream seems to be scheduled starting at 1 in the morning for me. I will double check that, Eric, but I am starting very early. For my time, I should have it scheduled at 10 a.m. PST time. We're going to do that stream. I'm going to end that after about 4 hours. And then at the regular stream time, we're going to do Age of Wonders. I'm kind of testing out running 2 streams and like an AM and a PM for me. That's something I might try doing in a couple months when I'm off for summer. Yeah, we're just going to give it a try and see how it does. I'll double check though. There's a distinct possibility I mistimed those. Don't you want more magic? I definitely do. All swords are expediting. That is true too. Let's do a small scale raid. Gadakin's gonna have to step up. All right. Combat is up to excellent. All right. All 4 of our swords and all 20 of our bows. We set their houses ablaze and struck fear into them. How is that a small raid? 2 of our warriors were hurt. We killed 5 of them. As the last of them died, we felt an eerie boon of Elmpur's ghosts enter us. Do you tell the Gamari you are striking on behalf of the ghosts? No. I didn't get to see that, but I'm pretty sure that said plus magic. Yes, 6 magic. Good, good. Oops. All right, we are still curing the sick. That's what I want to do. Storm season. All right, another thing I want to do I want to do a ceremony. We're gonna try to do that event this year, the Vision Quest. So helps clan magic, helps with other world rituals. Start. Yadakin led the clan to several weeks of ritual preparation. He had to report many bad omens. Ooh. I have returned from our exploring mission to the northeast. We can add more to our map, although I can't display. We discovered anything worth sewing on the walls of our story tent. Along the way, we met other explorers from the clan of the Gamari clan. Sure, we tried to trade with them. I offered to trade gold plaques for any items of value they had found while exploring. I acquired Elmpur glass from them. I'd say we made a profit of 6 cows. Zarhawk stole 26 cows in a cattle raid. Those guys. Okay, so venture still possible. We can start another. We're reserved. Let's try spreading the revelation again. Oh, who are you? Lankarn? Why are you getting to do this? Because Amana is not here. I don't love that. I think we'll wait for Amana to come back. We could just do some crafting. We could just re-up our defense. Let's re-up our defense. I like catching these people and beating the bejeebus out of them. Oh my. That's not what I want to see. Wandering trolls have uprooted and eaten your Yarm tree. Didn't this happen before? Yarm trees, sacred gifts from the solar gods, yield several different fruits. Losing a Yarm tree is a disgrace, inviting mockery from your fellow riders. To grow a new one, you must acquire a cutting from a living Yarm and graft it onto the roots of an ordinary fruit tree. Stealing a cutting or defeating the trolls would do the most to recover our badly damaged morale. Fighting trolls is much riskier than stealing from neighbors. Troll hunting isn't easy. The neighbor least likely to tell this tale on us would be the Blue Crest. The Yom tree symbolizes solar continuity far from Imperial homeland. Our sacred time magic favors attacking trolls or stealing a cutting. All Yom trees now alive were grafted from cuttings taken from the tree, and Naxol took on the boat that saved the solar people from the Great Flood. Do we have a fertility blessing? I do believe we have it. I don't know if we're running it. I gotcha, Eric. I gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. That's not going to be the regular thing for... I just have some time off next week, so I'm going to give that a try. While people are voting for trolls, let me just take an advertisement break here. So, if you're enjoying the stream, don't forget to leave a like on it. That helps YouTube actually show it to more people. Lately, we've been getting about a 10% like ratio, which is actually pretty decent. So thank you guys for taking the time and doing that. It's really appreciated. If you're watching and you're not yet a subscriber, I hope this is the stream that earns your subscription. I'd love to have you come back. Slowly but surely, we're growing a little bit, and I'm really enjoying that. Showing off different games and whatnot. Usually much less played things, but sometimes I play popular games. If you'd like to go above and beyond and support the channel, you can always do a super chat, leave a super thanks on a video, or consider becoming a member of the channel. As a member of the channel, you get early access to members first videos, usually Dominion 6 pregame videos, but it's whatever else I'm working on. I generally try to keep something in the tank as a thank you for people. Lately, I've really been like doubling down and trying to keep some stuff up. Right now, that's been Battle Brothers. We just finished a Zephon run. I'm thinking about starting a non-stream Age of Wonders game, so that might be coming out here. In addition, on the community post today, I put a link in there for a channel Discord. Right now, I have it very, very locked down, so everyone is welcome to join. You'll be able to read what's going on, and hopefully I'm going to use it as a notification machine. So I'll do an @all member, and you'll get a, hey, I'm going to go live in 10 minutes with 6 ages or whatever. That's my main goal with it. but I'm also early access testing the ability for channel members to be able to speak in the channel. So I have the channel associated with the Discord. So if you are a channel member currently, you can go join the channel, and then if you have your Discord and YouTube linked, you should auto be assigned a member role on the Discord, which will allow you to talk and post things in the channels and etc, etc. So if you're interested in that, you're welcome to join. Like I said, my main focus right now is to use it for notifications, since YouTube does not do a good job of doing that. But I'm willing to expand that in the future. So I'd really appreciate some feedback, especially if you're a member, if you can actually get in there and get it to work. I've run Discords in the past, but I've never done one like this. So it sounds pretty straightforward and low effort. It should just auto sync it once you have set up your account links properly. But if it's not working, please let me know and I'll continue to work on that. If you are in there, poke around a little bit and see if you can do something you shouldn't be able to do and let me know. So I need to go in and double check all the rules for different roles and make sure I've got that tightened down. So something people have been asking for, my first baby step towards making that happen. So everyone is more than welcome to hop on in there. And back to 6 Ages after our commercial break here. It'd be cool to play as a troll clan now that I think of it. I expect trolls must be a big part of lights going out, because trolls they're a race of underground dark dwellers. So if the lights go out, trolls ascendant probably. What's our view of trolls? Trolls are chaos adjacent, so I don't love them, but they are not our ancestral enemy. All right, I think we are gonna hunt and attack the trolls though. This is the second time they've eaten my tree, and I didn't see a ton of suggestions, so in we are hunting trolls. Targarug, you're in, my man. Who will track them? It says a food check. Weird. You know what? Dostalkarn has almost as good food and he has better combat. I think we're going to send him. And we're all in on this. Don't stop eating my tree. Oh. Who leads the fight? Insulor. We are very serious about this. Dostalin did not find them. He said the trolls were wanderers and could be anywhere. Dang it. Rats. They were actually the main foot soldiers fighting chaos. Really? I did not know that. In King of Dragon Pass, they're definitely treated as chaos adjacent. No, not rats, trolls. Okay, last year, 49 babies were born. We initiated 15. We have 26 more people, 10 less cattle, more horses. We produced a lot of goods. We spent 58 of those goods. The seers saw many ravens and suspect there will be a battle later in the year. Good to know. Raven gifted us with magic. Also, Chikorde did the improbable, but true tales of how Yorganos, the Orlmanth chief, cursed the gods. Interesting. All right. War, ritual. Good reserves. Let's do our field so we can feed people. Maybe like that. Maybe like that. And then we go all in on doing our spirit quest. I think that's the plan. Also, oh my goodness, he has, and he's still got the smug face. Oh my, geez, guys, he's 30 years old. Practically 1 foot in the grave already. 35, jeez, grandma, settle down. Apparently people in their mid-years look absolutely atrocious. And then once you get to be old, you gracefully age. Like, I'm gonna look like this guy in 5 years. I mean, you guys can already see the gray in my beard. The camera doesn't catch it, but I got plenty up here too. Okay, I think that's the plan for the year. Let's go ahead and proceed with that. We're back from searching the north. We were able to find a fox spirit. Helps us locate things. Cool. Also, thanks to the information Yolani gave us, we found a winter fox. Helps us raid when the snow. Ooh, snow raiding. I'm in. I have great news regarding Targarug. After years of tending to sick livestock and learning all the plants of the valley, his ability at providing food puts him at the level of Navaria. Food is heroic. Nice, my man. Nice. Good job. The Orconings, known for white fleece sheep, suffered heavy losses when they went to destroy a troll hideout. They achieved their goal, but at the cost of 12 lives. They used to be the strongest clan, so we should be happy to see them weaken. That's interesting. I wonder if this is related to our troll incident. Like, does the game spawn a troll hut somewhere and then they're spawning events? I mean, that would, as a game mechanic, make total sense to me. So, thank you guys for killing the trolls. Somebody asked, do we have the child blessing? Let's go look. That would be Nylda? Yep. We got very fertile women. We have the most fertile women. Marry into our clan. Are we gonna put Burnin on the circle when he ages up? We'll see. We'll see. Right now we have 2 people from the same family, which is really hurting us. But Magic Child, and by far the best negotiator. And Good Lemon, thank you for becoming a builder. Much appreciated, my man. Don't forget, you've got access to those members first videos, and not as a membership bonus, but just as a bonus in general, you have access to the members chat on the Discord. I'm not ready to add that as a members bonus yet. I got to make sure I got things up and running. So thank you. Much appreciated for your support. No one expects a snow raid? My thoughts exactly. The spider monster woman isn't chaotic. Trolls are just kind of hostile to non-trolls. Yeah, they eat everything. That's the problem. I'm in the Discord as soon as it processes my invite. Awesome. I hope that works okay. Let me know if there's a problem. Because I think I have it set up properly, but like I said, I've never managed one with that kind of integration before. Merrily says, trolls aren't chaos, they're darkness. Okay, fair enough. I guess there's a distinction between darkness and chaos. Clan's looking a little concerned. Yeah, they are. We are worried. Chaos isn't really a thing. We definitely have chaos. We have definitely fought chaos. Our women have the vastest tracts of land. That's right. All those Jade Hills. I can't see any of the channels as a non-member. Okay, you can't see channels. I'm not going to work on that right now, but you should be able to see them, even if you're not able to speak in them. So I definitely need to fix that, because you should be able to read what's being said. That's what I want it to be set up. Darkness is what originally drove out chaos. It was the first element. Oh, good to know. Okay, so plans this year. We want to do that hero quest. We have ceremony running. We know we're going to be raided. Let's get a defense. We're already running defense. Let's get combat training up. We're more effective in next battle. Emissaries from the Blue Crest approach you and request your participation in a mass ritual to guard the valley against ice demons. You're hearing of this for the first time. No, we're not. We dealt with ice demons ourselves. Yeah, we gotta all work together. Okay, praise their efforts. Tell us when and we'll help you. Yeah, we're gonna help them. We'll sacrifice 7 goods. Our holy people blaze to the heavenly haunts of the gods, along with the priests of many other valley clans. Blue Crest priests pronounced the ritual successful and the threat of ice demons averted. Okay, late sea season, let's do it. Let's do it. We are going to do a ritual. We want to do, in fact, hold on, I need to go read it. We are going to do guards the sun path. Elmal guards the sun path. After the murder of Yelm, darkness envelops the world. Elmal battles many usurped sons to preserve the road from which his father warmed the land. He learns the words he must speak to keep them at bay. Okay, and quickly, I'm gonna grab a screenshot because this looks like this might be my thumbnail next week. but we need the details. Oh, thank God this one's shorter. Okay, remember, we need to learn what happened, and we need to try to emulate how things went. That is the easiest way to complete these. So we're going to try to keep the main points in mind here. Okay, Eric says, I can confirm that I and Merrillfish don't have permission to view the channel history. Okay, we'll look at that in a minute. I may actually try to do that live. Okay, here we go. Elmal stood guard at his post in Navora, far from the Solar Court, when the Emperor was killed. Had he been there, he could have interposed himself between Yelm and the rebel, taking the blow meant for his father. But he was not, and so the sun fell from the sky and darkness seized the world. Like people everywhere, those in the Golden City panicked and thought existence had come to an end. It was Elmo's duty to guard them, but in his case he could do best by leaving them, taking action and returning when he had rescued his father. Because death was still new to the world, and the gods did not yet understand its permanence. So Elmo spun into the sky on the path his father proceeded upon each day, granting his glory and warmth to all. He found that in its light might still be rekindled. Upon his path, pretenders prowled. They tore up the golden paving stones, stuffing them in sacks, devouring them, seeking to usurp not only Yelm's throne, but also his rune of power. First, Elmal encountered his younger brother, Little Yelm. Aw, Little Yelm. Gathering up stones. Little Yelm said, I suppose you think you're the sun now. I am not the sun, Elmal replied. Shame overwhelmed Little Yelm, and he stopped gathering the golden stones, so the two of them did not have to fight. Next loomed the demon sun. He did not want to fight, and said, You think you're the sun now, Elmal? I am not the sun, Elmal replied, and neither are you. The demon sun attacked Elmal with his implacable mace. Elmal withstood him with a fiery shield, crying out, The sun is not red. Hell gives off no warmth. A force shines from you, Shargath. Cool. But it is not the light that gives life. For a quick eternity they clashed. Oh, just a quick eternity. In the end, neither god slew the other, and the demon sun withdrew to hang over his green-walled city, Alkoth. During this prolonged duel, various small suns like the Ghost Sun and the Eggshell Sun managed to sneak away a number of golden paving stones. After Elmal recovered from his injuries, he battled a few of them, but they were many, and while he retrieved the bricks from one, another would sneak in to steal more. All of them asked him if he thought he was the sun, and to all of them he said he was not. That one day he would find a way to rescue his father from hell. Finally, the cold sun imposed himself upon the sun path. It radiated a dim frigidity, strengthening the ice, crushing Yelm's domain. When the cold sun saw Elmal, he laughed. You're supposed to be the sun? I am not the sun, said Elmal, and he leapt at the cold sun, spear out thrust. They battled for a long time, reaching only a standstill. The cold sun withdrew, but Elmal knew it would gather strength and return. Elmal patrolled the parts of the sun path he had freed from incursions by false suns, small and large. Every day he went up and down the length of this portion, expanding it southernward a little at a time. A mantle of heat grew around him, not as strong as Yelm's, but enough to preserve the land below. Finally, he went to Navora and told his people it was time to go. The riders heard him faster than the wheels, who were deafened by the sound of their cumbersome carts. As we readied for Exodus, the cold sun came a second time. He blasted Elmal with frost, with ice, with hail. My name is Yonesh, he said. I am the sun. You are not, said Elmal, because you are riddled with storm runes. You will pollute whatever part of the great sky you touch. To save the sun path, Elmal saw a terrible sacrifice he would have to make. He would have to destroy part of it, further damaging the city below. So he broke a hole in the path over Navora. The cold sun could claim what was once the Golden City, but a line of warmth and brightness remained to the south for the riders to follow. Yinesh rushed to leap across the breach. To keep him back, Elmal girded himself with one mighty blow to knock him senseless. As it landed, he said what needed to be said to power his strike. I am the sun. What a cool story. What a cool story. The cold sun in this kind of reminds me of the winter path from Cultist Simulator or Hush House, if you've played that. The cold sun, the white sun, very interesting, very associated with death. Okay, let's see how much of we remembered. This will be on the test. Ritual time. Elmal Path Guardian. This ritual can help us in battle in many ways, gain a treasure, or strengthen the quester. Yes. And we're going to do that with Yatakan. Start. You embark on a ritual to send one of your members to Elmal's side. Do you seek the aid? Yes. Writers who knew that scenario was the solar blood agreed to spin with us. Do you also seek assistance of the wheels? Sure, if you want to come. They derided us. Volga said the wheel's arrogance was as thick as any helmet. A devotee of Elmal or Isara typically attempts the ritual. It calls for someone adept in leadership and combat. All right, and that's going to be our boy Yatakan. He worships Elmal. We want to improve his combat. And I believe it's going to do leadership. Or maybe it's food. I'm gonna catch up. Chat's moving here quickly. A quick eternity. I love it. Yeah. On the topic of a quick eternity, it's worth mentioning that linear time isn't... Yes. Yes. They are definitely... We have had several occasions where, like, God's warned us about things that already happened, or that we learned about something that hadn't happened, but it already happened. Book of Hours, yep. I think this story is related to Elmal guards the Sunsteed. And somebody else says, no, that's a different one. Okay, who will we choose? Yadkin was an auspicious choice since Elmal had gifted him with fire magic as a child. What do we sacrifice? We're going to go pretty hard on this. 14 goods. Proceed. Oh, what cool art. I love the art of this game. For anyone who didn't catch one time, one of the artists actually that worked on the game replied to one of the streams, and they said that their art was actually done in watercolors and then scanned in, and some of the other art was done digitally to mimic watercolor or ink. So we were kind of right when we were hemming and hawing about that. All right, do you have anything to say for yourself? No. Yatakan rides his flaming steed to the broken sun path, where many scroungers try to gather up shining bricks laid by the Emperor. The first of these is Elmal's younger brother, Little Yelm. How does Yatakan greet him? Okay, so we want to emulate what was happening in the story. And already we do not have the correct choice. Put the stones back before I slap you, with a song jeering the youth. This is unworthy of you, my brother. Your fate lies elsewhere. So in the story, he said, are you the son? And we said no, and we shamed him, essentially. So let's say this is unworthy of you, my brother. Little Yelm answered by charging with an outstretched spear. How do we fight him? Oh boy, that's not good. That's not good. All right, we're going to fight him as an equal. I feel like Yelm was trying to treat people, or Elmal was trying to treat people like an equal. All right, as an equal. The needless caution did not stop Yatakan from beating him. Oh my goodness, there's some art for you. Wow, this feels very berserk. Holy moly. Let's hope we are not having any of that start. Oh, what was that thing called? Not the basilisk egg. What was that horrible little thing? Next, Yadakin comes upon the demon son, Shargash. I wish we had powered up our spirit. Laying claim to Yelm's solar bridge. How do we greet him? With a call to brotherhood, with a ward against demons, with a song mocking his ugliness, with an immediate attack. Okay, so in the story, we did have to fight. Magic or attack? I don't know. In the story, we did fight, but we talked first. Warding against demons sounds nice. I'm gonna give 0 advice. I don't think Yelm... Yeah, see, I don't think we did either, because, like, we talked to him and we tried to, like, talk him down. Let's use some magic to ward. Elmel wreathed him in special flame that burned only demons. How do we fight? I think as an equal again. A Beharit. Yes, Synthol. Yeah. We don't need any of that around here, that's for sure. The little egg thing. Yep. Yep. Egg of Destiny or Fate or whatever. Yeah, and not good. Not good. Okay, as an equal, I think either an equal or a monster would be the best way. I kind of feel like we fought as an equal in most of those fights. After a furious battle, Yadakin pushed Shargath from the sun path. Okay, this is going all right. Not great, but all right. Yadakin finds a host of golden men stripping the sun path of stones. How does he stop them? Yeah, this is unfortunate. People of the Golden City stealing the sun path. What did we do in the story? We didn't see people, but we saw lots of people doing it. And we realized that we couldn't stop them all, essentially. Let's ridicule them. These are the little sons, right, right. We didn't command their obedience. We didn't really attack them. Let's ridicule them. We didn't sing, though. We didn't sing. We definitely did command their obedience. Shargash is the sacred berserker. Right, right. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling whooping too. Alright, let's spook them off. They scattered, terrified, leaving behind the stones they were trying to steal. Alright, that wasn't terrible. Oh, what? The art in this game is so good. So good. Hang on, I want another picture just in case I change my mind. There we go. Those make great thumbnails. Okay, so this is the white sun, cold sun. Yadakin moves further along the sun path to the blessed south. Yanesh, the cold sun, comes to blast him with frigid air in a bid to freeze the riders in place forever. How do we fight back? Okay, so we broke a hole and then we took a main attack. So I feel like maybe that is feints and tricks. All the suns go so hard. It really helps you pick the person you did. Yeah, I assume so. So we put a hole in there to try to like trick his son to hit the city and nowhere else. So I feel like that's okay. We have fire magic though. I don't think heedless fairy. So it's 2 or 3 is what I'm kind of feeling on this one. I feel like 2 is more in line with the story and 3 is kind of a circumstance because of who we have. I'm not seeing anybody piping up here. We didn't beat him in a straight fight, though. Let's do a feint and a trick. It took every grain of guile, but Yadakin finally wounded the cold sun, driving him off for 7 more years. Okay, that was probably not it. I love that song. It's so good. Elmal appears to Yadakin, thanking him for patrolling the sun path. Never has the need to keep it strong been greater. You've made good use of the gift I gave you. That warrants a boon. What reward do you seek? So we could double our fighting strength of swords yet again. Aid individual leaders during combat. Reward the clan with magic. This is if we win fights, we gain magic, which is stupid strong. Gain a treasure, strengthen abilities. We're gonna take strengthen abilities. War magic against imperial foes. Or war magic against the Alkothi. All those are good, but our goal is to make this guy a heroic fighter. So we're gonna strengthen Gedekon's abilities. Divine Wisdom's for first Gedekon's being. The outside war priests who prayed alongside us shot arrows skyward to salute Gedekon. They too would be strengthened by his Sunpath journey. Clans who denied Saninia saw our divine connections remain strong as ever. Yeah, get on board with the elf goddess. Start making High Lord daughter elf goddess half-breed fan art. Okay, how did we do? Combat is up to renowned, and I don't know if anything else changed. I think we were good and very good. Our magic is excellent. All right, I will ask this. You may answer this question. How long do I have to wait before I can do that ritual again? Like, can I do that like every year? I want to get him until he's heroic in combat. This is like the biggest thing I could do to help our clan right now, I think. What's the cooldown like on doing that? Specifically if I want to pick the same bonus. Yeah, we did spend a lot of magic on it. It is what it is. The ring will say when it's too soon. Will they? Busanari can help our herds. We have not yet completed the river one. We have to wait until next year to enact another ritual. Okay, so they'll tell me maybe next year. Yeah, I do really need to tame that other river. Like if you clock hero a hest. I don't understand that. Okay, we did our main goal for the year, so I'm already happy. We're optimistic. That's great. We have a lot of sick people. Let's just make sure we're running... Yep, we're curing them. All right, we know we're going to get raided, so I don't want to send people out too bad. Maybe a quick little cheeky cattle raid, though. Maybe we could do that. Caswoling, Zarhawks. All right, let's do a little herd raid. Maybe somebody we haven't hit lately. We've hit them with some stuff. Wormarth? I don't think we've hit them too recently. All right, just a cheeky little one. Just a little one. We managed to sneak around their patrols and steal 27 cows. Okay, we still need more herds. Okay, we've cured the sick people. Let's go switch this. I wonder if resisting fear helps us in combat, or if this is more like event fear. Trained warriors on alert, raid omen, cold climate. Yeah. Is my Raven spirit thing active right now? It isn't. Let's get that up. I want to make sure we don't get caught. Word of the humiliating loss of our Yarm tree is spread through the valley. Our fellow riders are enjoying a hearty laugh. Oh. Our herds report the Honeymanes stole 20 cows. There goes most of our profit. All right, Earth season. We still haven't been attacked, which makes me nervous. Our food is looking fine. All right, let's check in here. People are open-minded. We spread the word. It's unfortunate we aided them. Other clans would be interesting to hear about the dog. I'm hungry. You are also looking ancient, my dude. More sick people again. I don't like how many sick people we're getting. I don't like this at all. Please stop being sick. Switch that back yet again. I really want to work on my herd, so I think we're just going to keep doing some herd raids here. maybe just a friendly little one against Jade Colt. Just a friendly little raid. You know, let them know we're thinking about them. Mood plus, 25 herds. We probably have enough warriors. We have 27, man. I feel like 20 is what you normally kind of sit on. Yeah. Okay, we're in late Earth season. Am I running my winter raid spirit? Helps us raid when there's snow. That's food, that's Shargash. Helps us locate things, brings in food. All right, let's bring this up. All right, will help us. We're in early dark season, so there's snow on the ground, but for us, that doesn't matter. Let's do a herd raid. Who else haven't we given a little tickle to lately? Fireflower. Again, just a little raid. The Fireflower Scouts spotted us. We were not able to steal anything. Oh. Still dark season. We're going to do another one. We'll try them. How lucky they were able to spot us there, huh? 31 herds. Ive 2 has 3 children now. We could stand to improve relation with our clan, the Sunbows. Oh, okay. That was our magic child girl that we married off. All right, storm season's not a good time to head anywhere. Remind me, we married with the... Shoot, I already forgot. Was it Sunbows? Oh, wow, it doesn't even tell me here. Sunbows, I'm pretty sure that said. We gotta work on more relations. I definitely want to get that. And Sunbows are not... No, Sunbows already are our allies. Alright, well that's good. I don't know, maybe we could send some diplomacy over to them anyways. We still haven't gotten that raid. Like, we were warned that we would get raided, right? I thought that was what that said. Maybe not there. It doesn't tell me here. Okay. I thought it said we were going to be raided. I hope I didn't misunderstand that. Early storm season. Venture? We can start a venture. We have defense combat training running. We are getting raided quite a lot. Spread the word maybe again? I would like to bring more people into our little political alliance that we're building. They did say we could share the news about that big dog. Let's do that. We visited a number of clans. They listened to our stories. They're particularly impressed about the huge dog. All right, these idiots again. What is your problem? Okay, we did catch them. I think we're gonna kill as many as possible. I'm getting mighty tired of your junk. Send a birthday gift? Okay. Share explanation? Yep, we did. Okay, we are going to start with our ritual, Battle Glow. Our priest completed the ritual. We were uneasy about war bells. Okay, let's reserve. While we set aside reserves, they performed magic. Okay, not great. Let's hit them with the skirmish. They advance with light casualties. Take an opportunity for slaughter. Barsden. He has excellent combat. Assign enough warriors to make sure they remain out of the fight and move on. As soon as we left, they broke free. Okay, that's unfortunate. Nobody is winning. I am in a bad spot. Nobody is winning. We're evenly matched. Fight cleverly. They fought fiercely, but we still pushed them back. We gained the upper hand. Yetikin said that nothing was certain, but our fighting skill seemed better than theirs. Yeah, this... I've been told a couple times that the skill of your war leader is more important than literally anything else, so hopefully we're making progress on that. All right, they're almost ready to lose. Let's commit our reserves. That feels like a very powerful attack. Dosterin topples Varys, the Altuan chieftain, from his chariot, badly wounding him. A cart decked out in insignia of their healer god, Erildar, rumbles towards him. Elindar, son of Erissa, but does not show proper respect to his mother. So your priestesses do not always respect him. The Wheel High Priest demands a momentary truce for which both sides can heal their wounded. We could attack the priest guard. We could attack the priest guard and the priests. We could fire warning shots. We could grant their request. We could kill Varys. I'm not looking to start a blood feud here. Let's grant their request. Maybe if we show a little leniency here. The pause let them fall back to better positions, nullifying our advantage. We restored 2 of our swords. Okay, that was not great. We lost our advantage. I lost my line down there. Hey, Slice. Everything going okay for you? Conserve strength, fight cleverly, commit the reserve force. Let's try to commit again. Yeah. They were too slow to react to our reserves. We gained a better position. Let's hold our ground. They seem more interested in protecting their chariots, and we had the advantage, so we won. It was a bitter battle. We drove them off, and the survivors were left without plundering us. We had no elites killed, and we killed 5 of theirs. Excellent. Our patrol spotted the Tsar Hawks. Kill as many as possible. We are going to intimidate them. The Zarhawks started a maneuver, but their forces froze in their tracks due to our whooping. Now we're going to skirmish. They advanced despite the flight of arrows, our bowstrings sang thanks to Dostal. Realizing they could not prevail, they fled. We killed 3 of their swords. Good job, Yatakin. Are you the #1 person for combat now? He is. Okay. Okay. Very happy about that. That means that Insador, I don't necessarily need you on the council, because I had you here for your combat abilities. You are from the Norden family. Do we have a different Norden that would be useful? We have an excellent bargainer or an excellent food. Okay, so we're looking for Norden in bargaining. Oh. Okay, so we could bring him in, who replaces her. She's here for diplomacy. No. Azam. He's 72, though. I just don't even think that's worthwhile. That's unfortunate. Okay, and food was the other one, and he's got that covered. Yeah, she's way down there on food. Okay, that doesn't really change anything, unfortunately. How am I doing? I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Good victories for being taken seriously. Yes. Yeah, I think part of our diplomacy problem was that we were just losing battle after battle after battle. Right now, we need to continue to get his combat up. We want him to be heroic. We also need to expand our herds. Those are the 2 things we know will help our reputation. I'd like to get some hates gone, though. I don't love that. What are we in? Storm season. We have a lot of wounded. Let's switch over our magic. Take off curing, start healing. We still have 27 swords. That's probably fine. Maybe we could try to send out some Diplo. Let's try. I want to send Sunbows a gift because they mentioned that our magic girl had 3 children. So here you go. Send. Elgra. Oh, everyone's favorite. Elgra died of old age. The clan is scandalized by how her children made a funeral doll that looked nothing like her. Our farmers and herders will miss her advice. Will we? What advice? Your emissary Bulga goes to the Sun Village. They're our allies. Give them gifts. They report our gifts were graciously received. I believe we can now consider Hindar, their chief, to be friendly. Before we left, they told us about an empty city built by giants. Their explorers had found it on the far side of the Osira River. Yeah, we're falling behind in the exploration game. You should begin with Barry. Who's Barry? Helga deserved no better. Oh, bargain. That's true. That's true. Okay. 49 babies, 13 adults, 26 more people. Crafters produced goods. We spent goods. The priest said the gods had blessed our clan with more magic this year, which is great because we were at -1. Trickster spirit stole some clan magic. However, Chikorde amused children by making strange tracks in the snow, which led to treats. That is such a cute little, a cute little thing. Like, I imagine, like, he has, like, shoes that he puts, like, giant bird print-looking sticks on the bottom, so it looks like a giant bird, like, is walking around in the snow or something. I think that's so cute. Okay, war magic is required. What else could we do this year? I think I'm okay on ritual. I guess some fields and some pastures, and then we just save it. I feel like we're not making as much magic as I need. I feel like we should be getting like 2 or 3 more magic. I'd love to have crafts. I'd love to have full fields and full pastures. I'd love to have like at least 1 point spare to put into something else. And we just literally don't have it. We literally don't have it. Food rocks. Food in the winter is really, really good. If you have extra food, you can sell it. Berry is a high tier spirit for all the food. Okay, yeah. And we are a spirit focused clan, so that makes sense. Okay, so we don't have to do anything specific this year. Cattle priestesses of Chocolate Clan, famous for their secret rites that keep their herds from doing, offers a boon. If we give them 20 cows now, we will get twice that number back in 10 years. As high-handed wheels, they are not usually so open-handed, so we cannot count on them making this offer again. All right, we'll try it. We're diplomats. We'll try it. We're above 500 still, at least. Okay, only sick people. Go to curing. We are in early sea season. Maybe let's take that advice and get our berry spirit rolling. Brings in food. Sea, fire, or earth season. Bargain. I'm already made an agreement with the berry spirit. There we go. We need to do more to make sure our people are fed. Well, we just did. We just did. Fox, red pine. I'm just double checking my food ones. I guess we could get sow up and running. It's still sea season. Sure. There you go. He didn't warn me we weren't going to have enough food now. Warriors from the Fireflower clan ride past the boundaries of your land in an intimidating display known as a whooping run. The intended message is clear. They're mighty and you should fear them. If we do nothing, they'll come back later and launch a real attack. Man, she is really into this. Holy moly. Gamari gave us the gift of kumis, fermented from mare's milk. It will bring pleasure to all who drink it. Okay, well, that's not really advice. You know what goes well with beef and kumis? A bribe. Inviting them in is either the best or worst consequences, depending on what they decide. We're already about evenly matched, but this does not matter so much when attacking a whoop. The rituals we perform in sacred time favor fighting or whooping. Invite them in and then put sparrows in their drinks. All right, Merrily Fish, good to see you again, man. He says, that being said, it's half an hour past midnight for me, so I'm going to bed. Really glad you're playing this, Babel. Love to yap about this setting. Yeah, this has been really enjoyable. I like Glorantha quite a lot. I definitely should see about getting some of their books so I can read them. I'm kind of inclined to invite them in. You know what? Since you're here anyways, come have a drink. You want a gift? I'm sure. You can have my customary 7. We ate and drank together, and they said that we had shown them proper respect. They would not attack us for at least a year. There you go. There you go. All right, fire season. I kind of want to do some more exploring. Even though we don't have the magic to spare, unfortunately. All right, now you do not get to be the exploration leader, though, my friend. You're my new war leader. We'll send, like, 5 and 5. And we're going to do another one. We did manage to get to the edge of the map over here. Right to there. And again, we're not sending you. We'll let Lashina off the leash. And again, we'll send 5 and 5. Go. We're being raided by the Urkarnings. There's 129 of them. They slipped past our patrols. That sucks. We're worried about how many there are. We're going to go for survival on this one. Let's parlay. They stopped their advance to receive our herald. They agreed to a short parlay. Points out that they are stronger than us. Yes, they are. We are going to try to offer tribute. How about you guys just straight up take 14 goods? They accepted and returned home. Better than taking a whooping, since we didn't catch them soon enough. They would have stole more than that anyways. Alright, Earth season. Hopefully no more raids. We can start another venture. We're not running defense currently. Okay, we're not running Nyala's hospitality blessing. Could I turn that on and do this? Gods. Nyalda. Alright. Everyone's gonna have to cool it for a little bit. And we're gonna put on hospitality. And we're gonna venture, and we're going to feast our neighbors. Improve clan morale and relations with the local clans. Go. The feast brought great cheer to our people, and our neighbors clearly enjoyed themselves. Everyone's favorites were the star pies. Alright, well hopefully that is going to pay out for us. Alright, we are doing good on goods. I want to do some Diplo here. Let's see if we can sweeten Fireflower. I don't like that they were planning on raiding us. We'll do our customary 7. No bows, 5 swords. Go. Ooh. We lost this a while ago. Crafters report that your village kiln has been firing especially well lately, resulting in green web pottery of unusual durability. Shamans speak to the spirit and discover it wishes to reward us for superb stewardship. I think we're just going to expand the... Yeah, I'm not even going to need to think about this. We'll definitely expand that. The shaman said the kiln would last for at least 13 seasons. Tell them to keep the noise down. Oh, that's old comment. Star pie. The moment you change the blessing, all the Babylon and women track of the land shrank. Oh no. That's not good. Do we want to switch that back? Ease dealing with guests and allowing more feasts. Venture effects might be good too. We were down to like 400 or 300 something people. That's why we've been running that. We have 502 children, which is more than half our clan. Man, people here must be exhausted. Let's run hospitality for a little bit. Let's see if maybe that can help. Dealing with guests, maybe we can get our relations up a little more. Alright, early dark season. Is our Fox still good? Winter Fox is still good. Helps us when raiding. War. Herd raid. Alright, we're just gonna kind of working our way around the valley. I think we're up to Brilliant Hoof. 5 and 5. Herd raid. We managed to sneak in and make up with 8 horses. An advanced party from a wandering, rootless clan of riders known as the Horizon Seekers arrive on your clan border to make a request. You've met them before. They were here about 7 years ago. As before, they seek permission to run their cattle across your lands, pasturing them briefly. I don't think we had any problems with them. Ask for some cows, ask for some gold, ask for magic. You know what? I'd like some magic. They worshipped at our shrines and temples, bringing us favor of the gods. They took great pains not to overtax their welcome, proving a retiring lot. The Horizon Seekers told us that everywhere they have wandered, the world is growing colder. They said that they might come back, but not for many years. Your emissary, Bolga, nears the Fireflower village. She brought 7 cows. Give them the gift. Our gifts were praised. Unfortunately, they still think poorly of us. Unfortunately. We agreed not to raid clans that accept Sonola. Ooh, I need to be careful about that. I need to be very careful about that. I wonder if that includes kettle raids. We could use more warriors. Oh, we do have a lot gone. You know what? Sure. Now's the season. We were able to find 1 qualified warrior. We're back from the expedition, which took us to the northeast. We've explored the area. It was untamed and largely featureless. We found a burial mound containing gold plaques worth 11 cows. Ah, my trolls again. One of your young herders breathlessly arrives to inform you that a party of trolls has entered the boundary region between your lands and the Varn Rash. Each of these hulking creatures of darkness fights like 3 of your best warriors. When they hit human settlements, they raid them for anything they can eat. Nearly everything fits that category. Trolls turned Gomari into what she is today by devouring half of what she used to be. We heard them coming in the night. Trolls are coming. Trolls are coming. How the Varnrashi respond depends on our relationship. The Varnrashi may not receive us well. The faster we strike, the better. Trolls eat goats. Goats eat grass. My grandfather was killed by a troll. Let's see if we can try to coordinate. Again, I would like to patch up these relationships. Yeah, they're shadow friends. We don't love that. Alright, let's try. We rallied to defend ourselves and warned the Varnrashi. Who will we send? Bolda. How many... you send as an escort. Okay, this is going to have to be a little bit low, because we need people to fight. How many warriors do we attack with? The full amount. The Varnrashi agreed to join us against the trolls, whichever way they turned. This was good because they turned towards us. The Varnrash warriors hit them from behind as we bore the brunt of the troll attack. We drove them off, but 21 of our warriors were hurt. The Varnrashi saw many of theirs hurt too, but said it was worth fighting the enemies of the sun. Okay, that's good. That's good. We're probably going to need to heal, though. Yeah, we got a lot of wounded. Back to gods. Back to Erisea. Switch over to healing. Okay, storm season still. Let's try some more Diplo. Maybe we could cool off the Varnrash. Their wheels, though, I'm less inclined to care about that. Maybe let's try 4-drum. We haven't tried this in a while. We'll even go a little bigger. We'll go 10 goods. Yeah. A small retinue of people sent. We found a kingdom inhabited by rams who call themselves the Infilteli. They despise the rams who live here in the valley, calling them the Kestelteli. When I asked for the reason behind this hatred, I never got the same answer twice. A clan called the Ring Barlandrings greeted us with hospitality. They invited us to boast of attacks we had made against the Kesteroli. My tale of battle against the local rams left them yawning. Okay. Your emissary, Bolda, nears 4 drums. Just give them the gifts. 4 drums were most pleased with the gifts. Unfortunately, they still think poorly of us. We're being raided by the armed. There's 11 chariots and 97. We saw them in time. Drive them off. All right, let's get our ritual up. We're about evenly matched, so we'll do Battle Glow. They shifted forces in reserve. We will also try to reserve. We did not. They advanced on us. Decide the fate of some of their foes. Take advantage of the opportunity and attack them. We struck down 13 of our foes, praising Elmal. Other our Tamari came to their aid, vowing vengeance. We haven't really tried anything yet. Let's do a berserk attack. Lashinia topples Varus, their chieftain. Oh my gosh, we keep beating this idiot up from his chariot, badly wounding him. A cart decked out in insignia healer god shows up. Fire warning shots. No. Grant their request. As expected, the wheels, they accept the gesture of mercy as no more than their due. Alright, I think we're done showing him mercy. Let's take some risks to win. Alright, we got a little bit of advantage. They tried to fight cleverly, but not cleverly enough. We had the upper hand. We were certain we were better skilled at fighting than them. Alright, we will berserk attack. They fought fiercely, but were taken back by our berserk frenzy. It was soon over. We lost 2 elites, they lost 4. We killed 27 regulars. Excellent. The clan mood is contented. We are in late storm season. We can start another venture. You know what? Let's actually go to magic. Let's go to Nilda. Let's actually enhance venture effects. Let's try that out. And I'm gonna do crafting, I think. Send traders to many clans, increase goods. The reason I'm thinking that is if we can get enough surplus, we can finally build that stone wall. Our traders spent much time visiting other clans. They are pleased with how regarded our goods are. As Nom said that they were to credit to their goddess, and we made a profit of 24 cows. Okay. An emblem woven on your story tent has begun to sing. It figures acquiring animation. The emblem depicts the Exodus when Hyalor led your people from the city of Navora after the encroaching ice had rendered it uninhabitable. How do you respond to this wonder? A feast will do more to improve our mood than a song, although drunkenness sometimes goes awry. Song shall exalt the heroism of our ancestors. During the Exodus, we gave the wheels a chance to come with us, but in their arrogance, they thought they could defeat the ice. Only those on our side of Sentinel Question can hear the news. Will care to hear. Gotcha. This emblem does more than move and sing. It gives off heat. Do none of you feel it? Whenever we have a chance to enhance our magic, we should take it. Some stories have Raven appearing in Navora, but he did not show himself until the Exodus days. I'm kind of tempted for 3 or 4. 3 would help us get some more magic. 4 would be nice because we're just trying to get our Diplo up. He can probably feel it because he's inherently fire magic. Could be, could be. Alright, we'll try to spread the omen. The news prompted our fellow believers to their own remembrances of the Exodus. We had burnished our reputation. Unfortunate. Insular died of old age. Oh, that sucks. He made sure we would sing his favorite song at his funeral. Our warriors will certainly miss him. Alright, we got a hole in the council. No choice, we gotta fix that. 39 babies. More people, less cattle. We crafted stuff. The omen showed a tent in good condition, which indicated our chances for exploration are good. Okay. War, fields, exploration. And we can keep some in reserve. Maybe a little pasture. We don't have a complete circle, so our clan magic is weaker. The trickster stole some magic. Okay. Proceed. I had the most disturbing dream. Not an ordinary dream, but a prophecy. Our land was ruled by dragons and dragon men, and men who had the tongues of dragons. And in the sky, even the clouds and suns were dragons. I don't know what to make of this. That's not great. All right, reorganization time. Out. 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 Out and out. All right, step 1, leadership. I think she still wins by far. Although, very good. I don't think it's time yet. Someday, Yatakan, you can be in charge. She gets to be here. This is a Karnt. Karnt is on the council. Remember that. Turret, you are definitely going to be on the council. Karnt. We should probably do this via family. Desarno and Urquhart are both going to be on here. I'm going to save the last 2 spots for them. Eckhart does not have somebody currently. No, Eckhart, these 2. Amari's going to take care of that. Hart has somebody. Norden does not have somebody. Okay, so you are pretty good at bargaining. We could definitely use that. I think you're on. She just isn't good enough at anything. Okay, the Part family has somebody on. Turret has somebody on. And Zart. By process of elimination, the Vizier here gets to be on here. What are you good at? Basically nothing. Basically nothing. Okay, well that's a little bit annoying. All right, there it is. So we have Nyalda, Elmal, Dostal, Akarna, Elmal, Shaman, and Raven. Not the best spread, but it is the family spread that I have. You find bedraggled, weaponless Votani hunters in your wildlands. Despite their deprivation, they hunt with surprising ingenuity. They say they were captured by rams who were planning to work them to death as slaves. They don't know much about their captors, but after some confusing questioning, you eventually figure out it was the Urkarnings who had them. All right, these are the people who bullied me last time I was exploring. Let's see. The people want us to help the wretches. Hylor did not forbid the taking of slaves, but he did not command it either. Do whatever the Urkarnings do not want. The Urkarnings might give a reward for their return. The Empire took Volcani slaves. They have nothing, but if we treat them well, they might reward us with spirit magic. This is a tough one. I think we're gonna help them out. How graciously will we give them? Gonna give me a number? No. All right, customary 7. People complained about our foolish largesse, but then the Volcari said they would send dog spirits to aid our hunting. All right, that's fine, I suppose. All right, early in the season, I think that's spirit time. Helps expedition. Okay, we're going to do a lot of exploring this year. Let's get Evergreen up and running. A group of affable traders from the Blue Crest clan arrived. Only a few clans brought Topicos. You did finest goods. Okay, they want us to pay now and then whatever. We're going to say decline. We don't need to do that. All right, early fire season. We are going to get our exploration on. Okay, what do we know? Something down here. Exploration can only be done in your land. Yeah, I know that. Go where I want you to go, though. There we go. Okay, 5 and 5. Not you, though, because you are my war leader. Go. Aha! 15 chariots, another 118. They slipped past. Unfortunate. Survival. Let's try to parlay. Offer them the tribute. And again, we'll try 14. Let's try 10. They laughed and said that at all more would be theirs for the taking. Okay, fine. Magic ritual. I do think we're going to need to do fire hooves. As we prepared our ritual, so did they. Let's try to intimidate. Their advance faltered. Ooh. Okay, some skirmishing. We exchanged missile fire. We got the worst of the deal. Try intimidating again. We did war whoops, and some of them seemed nervous. All right. Seize an opportunity for vengeance. Ignore the warrior, concentrate on winning the battle. Although they regretted losing the opportunity, their family put the clan first. Okay. We don't really have an advantage right now. Let's do a berserker attack. They pressed their attack, shaking our morale with their resolve. They gained the upper hand. Okay, that's unfortunate. Let's wait for some opportunities. They pressed their attack, forcing us out of battle rank. We are getting pushed back very badly. Risk to win. They beat us. Unfortunate. We were just too outnumbered there. It was a bitter fight. They had better magic. They stole 21 cows worth of loot and 19 cows and 10 horses. That sucks. Zarhawks are raiding us. The Zarhawks, man. If there was ever a clan that I feel like we should just end. 17 raiders, we met them. Kill as many as possible. Let's intimidate them. They froze. Let's skirmish. They took heavy tolls. Let's berserk. We killed them. Good job. Alrighty. Again, I want to make the highest use I can out of this exploration. Let's try to get to the corner here. Not you, though. We'll do 5 and 5. We're into Earth season. Again, I think I just want to keep hitting this as hard as I can. Explore to there. Not you. Do 5. This isn't nearly so far. Nobles of the Chariot clan, the Char Orisei, come to you for help. Their fearsome war carts require fast horses. Without them, their vaunted military might, which gives them the power to survive in the valley, though outnumbered by Hirelings and Ram clans, dwindles. Our horses are succumbing to hoof rot, they said. Ooh, we don't like that. Perform a ritual to bolster their priests. That seems to be the consensus. All right, we'll do it. We'll do Mother of Horses. 7 goods. They felt the goddess's blessing upon them. They expressed their gratitude and said that their war leader chose their next target. We would definitely be spared. We'll raid you last. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. Hey, Master Betty, it's been a while. How are you? Missing people here. All right. What are we in? Late Earth season. I do think I'm gonna just keep hitting it, and this is gonna be another big one. I'm gonna head all the way here. Try to make it to that corner of the map, and I am gonna send him with 5 swords and like 15 bows. We should not be raided, I hope. My party and I were able to cross the river without too much difficulty. I didn't realize I was sending you somewhere that we need to cross. I'm worried that it'll prove harder next time. Okay, we're definitely going to need to work on that. Okay, early dark season. Again, we got our fox spirit up, so we can send out some more exploration. We're hitting this super duper hard this year. 2 swords and 10 bows. Go. My party and I were able to make our way across the road. Okay, I really need to deal with that. That's becoming a thing. A bedraggled family of Yelini, 20 of them, appears on your border, begging to be adopted into your clan. We were sky people like you once, they said, before whirlwinds and lightning smashed our city and sent us into the wilds. Save for Urdor the Thresher, we had to leave our ancestral gods behind, but you kept in touch with the solar gods. We beg you to take us in so that we can be what we once were and prosper. Okay, we're pretty accepting of people. The people feel for their plight. Emal found King Vulture occupying the Sky Throne in Yelm's absence, easily flushing him out from that hollow perch. How could they have forgotten the name of their own city? It must have not been one of the great 7 cities. On arrival of the valley, we found farmers and adopted them. King Vulture is no Dostal, but they might have some hunting tricks we don't know. This feels like a safer option, but I think we're just gonna agree. I'm doing all right, mostly a lurker, and think 1 or 2 of my comments during the Dom streams usually get lost. I try my best to catch them, but I don't always catch everyone, so my apologies if I have missed them. All right, we're gonna let them stay. 20 pop and a magic. They said about teaching them our ways. They showed us tricks of hunting and foraging. We did not know. Gotta get some fresh blood in every once in a while. You don't want to make the blood too thick, as it were. What are we in? Late dark season. All right, 1 more exploration for the year, I think. We really got good use out of that, so I'm pretty happy about that one. We're out of swords to send. Wow. Send 10 bows. On our way back from exploring to the southeast, we were met by the most unusual sight. I would call it a gold wheel, but it had nothing to do with charioteers. A hoop of gold as tall as a man rolled up to us and began to sing. At first, none of us understood it, but then it began using the language from when we first recognized Yelm. It began to roll back and forth in some sort of intricate pattern. After a while, it stopped. After simply humming for as long as it takes to bake a barley loaf, it sang again. Tell the Bedrici that they must choose. Then it rolled off faster than an arrow. None of us knew what to make of this, but it may be worth sharing the story with other clans. Okay. Alright, storm season. We can start adventure. I think we need to do defense again. We don't have enough swords to patrol. I've sent so many people out. Alright, let's do a recruitment drive then. We're able to raise 6 warriors, says Polanom, the Vizier. We ventured up to the Wheel Kingdom of Naztalvan, which encompasses the land that once belonged to our ancestors. We did not see any rider clans. If they have not been driven out entirely, they've certainly been pushed to the fringes. We gained hospitality from the Gar Aston clan and began to talk trade. Then their patrols called the alarm. They were under attack by sorcerers. The raiders overran our position, making no distinction between the wheels and the riders. Of course, we joined the fight to support them. I managed to slay the sorcerer leader, and the rest of the sorcerers of Gar Astini were put to rout. The Gar Astini celebrated our valor, and we showed them how much kumis riders can drink. In thanks for our aid, the Gar Aston Council gave us a treasure, a flagon of Verlarno. Surmising it helps soothe the outraged. Okay. Delegations from 2 clans, the Sunbows and the Bluecrest, seek Babel Builders to aid in resolving a dispute. Each claims to make better dumplings, snow-cooked stew, and beef cube sauce than the others. They ask you to assemble a panel of elders to impartially judge their dishes. As frivolous as the dispute might seem, both sides clearly take it with great seriousness. Their tempers are already flaring. A cook-off. Spirits ate the contents of Nameforgot's first grain house. Both sides clearly care deeply. Spirits could get us out of this mess, but they're capricious. We are allied with the Sunbows, but if they don't catch us out, we might improve relations with the Bluecrests. I kind of like the idea of having the spirits judge. We're missing so many of our clan people right now. Otherwise, I feel like we should be fair. Okay, so 1 or 4. I'll let you guys vote on that. And while you're doing that, I'm going to Alt-Tab quick, and I'm going to see if I can make that change on the Discord so I can get feedback on that. So, let's see here. I need to change server settings, roles. It's not it either. I may have to come back to this. I don't like doing stuff like this while we are live. Kind of a waste of time. Access. That is not what I want it to do. Everyone should be able to view channels. Let me just double check that's not this setting. View channels. I think that would be it. I may have to, I see another way I might be able to do that, but let's see if that fixed the problem there. All right. Let me know if you are a non-channel member and you can now at least see the channels. That's how it should be set up. And I'm going to drop out of there so we don't have other things pop up while we're doing it. Okay, let's see how we're doing here. 4, 4, 4, and 4. Yeah, the ladies need to step it up. They're just not skilled at much. Got to get those skills up. We're a merit-based society around here. All right, 4 by far won. So let's drum up some spirits, and we will do the more taxing version. Hungry spirits gobbled up all the food, leaving nothing for us. They said both clans made good food, but the Sunbow dishes were ever so slightly better, especially the stone-cooked stew. The Sunbow celebrated, but the Blue Crest protested. They said the spirits ate all sorts of things that humans don't, and couldn't be considered fair judges. They left grumbling while the Sunbow stayed and drank kumis with us. We agreed not to raid clans that accept some other. Yeah, I need to remember that. I'm totally gonna forget that. I hope it warns me. We need ventures. Let's immediately do a defense one. Back from our expedition, what took us to the northwest, we explored an area untamed and wild. Found some goods. We got raided. We did spot them. The Varrash, you guys haven't been around recently. Noted for his caution. All right, let's just drive him off. Let's see if maybe we can get this to de-escalate a little bit. Magic Ritual, Battle Glow. We succeeded. They shifted to reserves. We'll do the same. We got our reserves. They maneuvered to take care of to attack the areas we were weakened. Disable or decide the fate of foes. Let's see what number 3 does. I've never actually picked this one. We shouted at them, making sure they would not end up in the thick of the fighting. They shouted a thanks as they stumbled out of the way. Berserk attack. They tried to press the attack but could not match our berserk fury. It was soon over. It was a short, nasty battle. We drove them off. They left without looting us. Battle Glow was a big factor in our victory. We lost basically nobody. And we killed some regulars of theirs. Now the Urkarnings. We caught them too. Drive them off. Magic Ritual. Battle Glow. The wind picked up. Okay, so they tried to counter our archers with their wind. Let's reserve 1 and 7. they smashed into us. We weren't able to do it. Decide fate. Attack them. We struck down 10 of our foes. All right, so we're not really at a disadvantage here, I don't think. Let's fight fiercely. Okay, we gained a little bit of victory there. Little bar underneath our person. Their gamble failed as their risky maneuvers left them in a worse situation. We gained the upper hand. Right, he's really cautious. Zerk. They pressed their attack, forcing us out of battle ranks. They gained the upper hand. Okay, now that's not good for us. Let's fight cleverly. Golston makes a bold ride to face a sweaty, screaming Ran, sending him to the realm of the dead. Then the curling spearmen close ranks surrounding him. We could ride one down and escape, take them all on, use riding tricks to hold off. His combat's excellent. Ride one of them down and escape. He rode one of them down and then galloped to rejoin his comrades. Okay, we both have a little bit of victory and we are evenly matched. Let's conserve our strength. Their gamble failed as their risky maneuver left them in a worse situation. We gained the upper hand. Let's take some risks to win. Their gamble failed as the risky maneuvers left them in a worse situation. Nice! None of our elites were killed. We killed 5 of theirs. Whew. Not bad, not bad. Last year, 25 babies were born. We initiated 16 children as adults. We had 55 fewer people. I don't love that. 22 fewer head of cattle. 52 fewer horses. Man, we got wrecked on that. Our crafters produced 47 cows worth of goods. Our profit was 71. We maintained our shrine. The shaman said the backs of their necks felt the presence of disease spirits. Don't like that. We have 10 magic. All right, let's do some health and pastures, fields and war. We have 4 in reserve. That's pretty healthy. Maybe some diplomacy this year. We seem to be a lot better in battle. Yeah, well, we've raised a better battle leader is part of it. Before, I think we just had too bad of a leader. Maybe trade for cows and horses. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Diplomacy, I think, would help with that, maybe. All right, we'll proceed. The most ominous phenomenon protects us all. We kept hearing creaking and groaning from the sky, and it's not just the sound of thunder, but something far more troubling. We found a well-populated ram kingdom. Its people, the Pinatelli, resemble rams who lived here in the valley without being exactly like them. Most notably, they lived under the close watch of roving officials who collect tribute in the name of their king, Selendar. We found a clan, the Yorlings, willing to trade with us. They spoke passable trade talk. I took advantage of their hunger for our goods. We can trade items we got from them for more than we gave. I'd say we made a profit of 25 cows. They warned us that royal tax collectors swarmed the area and gave us tips on avoiding them. If Kalestar's men caught us, they said it would be our fault, not theirs. Sure enough, we spotted a party of King Kilmar's gold-hungry officials and attempted to sneak away. This was achieved in getting away without surrendering hard-earned goods to a ram king. Okay. The Ilmac Rams of the Zatharming clan, who have always enjoyed great repute as priests and shamans, summon a dark blanket of cloud. Many days after the ritual, it still hangs over their lands. Other storm-worshipping clans flock to the Orlanthi temple to celebrate the grim achievement. Unity spread among the Rams, bringing unease to the children of the sun. As the sky darkens, we who follow Elmal, whether rider or wheel, must learn to stick together. Baron, son of Himril and Al, has grown into a fine young man, stronger and better spoken than his years would suggest. His every action shows he's indeed descended from Elmal, though Elmal's son Verarlo. We travel northwest until we reach the great ice mass that covers Navora and the old Empire of the Sun. We found nothing of our old home. I visited all the fields. I'm getting worried. We've been growing grain in them for 5 years. They're starting to show signs of exhaustion. In the next year, we need to convert some of our pastures to cropland. Okay, that was a lot of information. Holy moly. All right, let's do a venture. Can we just do that? Let's just get that out of the way. And magic-wise, gods, Nealda, enhance venture effects. Okay, that's what I want to do. Convert pastures. Do it. All good. Okay, we are still in sea season. I did see that we had turned off a lot of our spirit stuff. Let's get berry rolling. Bargain. Thank you. While we were exploring to the northeast, we spotted a rock with Hylor's rune at the edge of a small pond. We dug under it and found 44 gold coins, the kind that haven't been minted since we lived in Navora. They must have been one of the treasures Hylor hid for us before he died, like the long ride story tells us. Ooh. An unofficial delegation from a few families of Fireflower clan arrives on our border. Our chieftain has died. Our elders must decide who takes her place. Our candidate has the support of 3 families. 3 lean towards a rival who will be no friend to you. The 7th family plays both sides. We kind of got screwed last time we did this event. Of Rider clans, none fear us more than this. If we do what they ask, we will enjoy that. The council seems to mainly favor 1, maybe 2, or bully them. I really don't want to get involved in their clan stuff. I think we're just going to mind our own business. The emissary expressed disappointment, but did not further press us. People say we're missing a solid influence. Okay. I guess I should have done that. Alright, William suggests that we switch our blessing over to hearing, which I agree. Yeah, get that sickness dealt with. Okay, we did Diplo this year. Let's see if we can actually do that. No one's barking here, right? It's been 4 years since we last raided. Okay, we need to do a raid. Raid. And I think it has to be the Zarhawks. They're by far the worst ones to us. So let's do all of our swords and just under half our bows. And let's call on Sunbow? No, let's not. Did not spot us in time. We made it in and we're facing much less. We're going to plunder. Okay, our magic ritual, Battle Glow. We got it off. They closed with us. Take an opportunity for slaughter. Attack them. Gave them a good drubbing and some of them escaped. All right, let's start with the risky stuff. Berserk attack. Bolda makes a bold gallop to face the enemy noble, smashing his shield. Then Zarhawk bows close ranks, encircling her. Now, you are important to me. Your combat is very good. I'm very worried about her one-on-one dueling, though. Ride one of them down and escape. Bolda tries to ride through them, but they made her food for arrows. Our side gasped in fear. Ooh, that's not good. Okay, that didn't go great. Let's fight cleverly. Although they tried to conserve their strength, we gained the advantage. Our tactics help us in the fight. Alright, is she dead or is she alright? We don't know. We're being attacked by the Ormarthlings. There's 141 of them. We spotted them. We're gonna drive them off. Okay, magic ritual. We're close enough. Battle Glow. We got it. They did not close. We're a little uneasy because of war whoops. Let's skirmish. We exchanged missile fire. We got the worst of the deal. Their sling stones burst and they hit with a deafening boom. Okay, they have magic on that. Reserve 1 and 7. Seem to foil their plans to maneuver around us. Take opportunity for slaughter. Attack them. We took out a good number of them. Okay, no victory lines yet. We're evenly matched. Let's fight fiercely. A speck in the sky draws nearer, until you see what it is. It's an Orlanth clan hero, Jarosar, using the blessing of Orlanth to ride the clouds and hurl bolts of thunder at your forces. Though he arrives late to the battle, his presence threatens to turn decisively against you. As the foremost fighter on your side, Yadakan wonders what he might do. Sunbolt, we could wreathe in flame and ride up to duel him. I think we're going to go for a duel. Elmal did to Jersma the evident dismay. Did the fool think that followers of the solar god had no way to transverse the sky? The two champions traded titanic blows, and fighters on both sides could not help but stop and stare. Finally, it was Josselar who died, and Yadakan who rode away triumphant. What a Chad. We have one tick of victory. Let's wait for some opportunities. They fought fiercely, we gained the advantage, it was over. We lost 2, they lost 5. That's all right. Okay, late fire season. Let's see if we can use some of our relations and do an emissary. Let's try Gold Milk again. They are believers, right? Gold Milk. Bluecrest is another one. Bluecrest liked us a lot too. Let's try Bluecrest. Let's take a good chunk. Let's do double our normal, 14 goods. And we'll go with just a small retinue here. Go. Oh no! Lampreys! Eel-like fish with rasping sucker mouths fall from the sky onto your village, terrifying the people. Once they land on the ground gasping. Then your shamans realize what's happening. They're draining the life force out of your sworn spirits. Already they've eaten the mammoth spirit. People find the flopping creatures and club them to death, but the damage is already done. Oh my goodness. Call on Elmal to erect a defense. Call the stork spirits to be on guard and eat the lampreys. The people expect action. Not a story I know includes falling lampreys. Ordinary lampreys are delicious when cooked with butter, but these are no ordinary ones. Those rasping teeth, they give me the zudders. This is the fruit of some disaster that destroyed Navora. Although lampreys eat spirits, it's not clear they're any more susceptible to spirit magic. These things aren't even edible. I feel like Elmal is what we're gonna do for this one. Let's sacrifice 7 goods. The priests remained earthbound. They wondered if the lampreys had also leached away their connection to the gods. Our shamans discovered the lampreys had also eaten the winter fox. Oh no! I like the winter fox. Oh man. We got rocked on that one. Remember that you wanted goods for walls. Yeah, I can't afford that right now, actually. I'm gonna wait till we have a season where we can't really travel, and we'll build those walls. We are sitting high on 241 goods over there, so. All right, let's send an emissary to Gold Milk too. So, emissary, Gold Milk. Again, let's go double the normal. Go. Trying to make some friends here. What are we in? Late Earth? Okay, we can do one more. Jade Colt is another believer. Let's try them. We got plenty of goods. What? Yeah, we got plenty of goods. Go. Your emissary, Ursesdus, nears the Bluecrest village. He brought 14 cows and goods. Let's propose an alliance. Your emissary journeys to them and proposes the alliance. We can't offset one of their weaknesses with one of our strengths, but we would be stronger together. Okay, no clan is strong without allies. Do you offer additional gifts? Yes. How about 10 more? They agreed that we should join forces against the valley's many dangers and became our allies. We swore oaths of support and promised to worship at each other's temples. Booyah. Your emissary Targarin nears the gold milk. Propose an alliance. Okay, same problem. No clan. Yes. 10 goods. They agreed we should join forces against the valley's many dangers, became our allies. Alright, the walls may have to wait this year, but this is far more valuable. Men shall form our new walls. Foreigners, who say they're from the Soranding clan, mark you. Though they don't speak your tongue, though you don't speak their tongue and they don't speak yours, they've adopted rudimentary trade language to include colorful variety of mocking insults, all named at you. They flaunt their scant fear of your military might. If they keep doing it, your reputation may well spread. The people will lose faith in us if we do not attack impotent foreigners, and will gain it if we perform a successful ritual. Casting the Dullblade Curse will make it harder for us to call on Elmore's magic for a while. No one hates rams more than ram killers, much to my shame. Casting the Shambletongue Curse will make it harder for us to call on Ikarna's gift of diplomacy. They're about as strong as we are. Make whatever attack you think we need. One of the divine curses, one they are least likely to attribute us is the green eye. One of the divine curses, the one that, oh, green eyes is in being greedy. Yeah. So conduct a herd. I couldn't realize, think why that made any sense. Being caught Gang came across the ridge, laughing. Elmo's flame leapt to his arrowheads. Okay, couple raiders. Persuade the ram killers to get them. Let's do a cattle raid. We'll raid them with 5 and 5. We managed to keep under cover, and we got 14 cows. We bested the Sorling clan, showing that we were not to be underestimated. We added their stocky, shaggy cattle to our own herd of normal cows. All right. Two new allies makes me very happy. I wish there was an ally tab here. I don't know why there isn't. But Sunbow, Blue Crest, Gold Milk. That's all right. Varnashi fear us most. The Artatha clan thinks the least of our might. Yeah, I have thoughts about their clan too. Blue Crest like us most. Zarhawks hate us. Other clans might be interested to know about the trade. Our neighbors know us for finding the secret of Hyler. Okay. Early dark season. We can start another. Let's actually do some more crafting. We'll do gem crafting. 35 more goods. Your emissary Baron nears... Oh, that's my man. We never even looked at him. He's from Part. He has excellent combat and diplomacy. He worships Elmo. Unfortunately, we already have 2 of these on the council, so that's a bit sad. Alright, Jade Colt proposed an alliance. Neither is strong without allies. Yes. 10 goods, go. They agreed we should join forces. Nice. Very nice. Look at that. Who doesn't have allies now, jerks? That should mean that we can support some more temples now that we have some more allies. Wouldn't hurt to have more sworn spirits. 58 goods currently. We can enlarge our temple to Elmo. Okay. Let's just look around for a minute here. Fertility of goats would be nice. I kind of want to get this. Helps leaders develop their abilities to the fullest. I'm in. Build it. A delegation from the Brilliant Hoof clan arrives, petition you for aid. Raised from the Gold Milk clan have exacted a troll on their herds, they say. Any help would be remembered gratefully. They will want the aid of Busanari or Nyalda. If we can't defend themselves, they should disband. Give them some goods. Wide curry favor with those who have nothing to trade. All right. The consensus here seems to be performing a taxing ritual. Which god do we petition? We'll do Busanari. Busanari heard our plea and would bless their pastures. Easy done. Early storm season. Let's do our yearly attempt to recruit more swords. Got 4 of them. Just in time for a Zarhawk raid. We did spot them. Kill as many as possible. Intimidate. We made them flinch. Shoot at them. We took a heavy toll on them. Berserk attack, and they're out of here. Get out of here. 4 like, 4 hate is still funny. Yeah. Yeah. All right, what are we gonna do? Late storm season. We have our food's doing fine. We don't quite have enough goods to build the wall. Zarhawks hate us the most. I mean, the feeling is definitely mutual there. Maybe another Diplo to Fireflower. Let's try that. Bring the customary gift. This isn't for an alliance, it's just to try to raise relations. Alarm, sweep your lambs, and many of the horses fall sick with Whitehoof. Oh no. When the first horse fever swept Navora, we did not know enough to blame it on fell spirits. A successful spirit rite will yield the same result as a call to Erisa. The dirty ram trick. If this keeps up, no one will want to buy horses from us. At the time of attack, no time to build a fort. A fervent drumming session will cure the sick animals and stop the disease from coming back. This is a particularly bad Whitehoof epidemic. Sometimes this disease spirits can affect our herd for a whole year. Alright, the spirit seems to be the popular choice. Do it. Yes. Our shamans drummed up good spirits to chase out the bad. They said the disease spirits would not come back anytime soon. Asnom died of old age. His kin are sad but relieved to see an end to his suffering. We will not forgive his ability to drive a hard but fair bargain. When in doubt, give gifts. Absolutely. Our gifts were graciously received. They still think poorly of us. I have fantastic news regarding Gatakan. Due to his many hours of sparring and practice and sincere offerings to Elmal, his ability at arms is now ranked among the heroes of legend. Look at that smug little face. Also, we have somebody missing from our council we need to fix. She got killed in that battle. But I am starting to feel it in the voice. We've been going for about 3.5 hours. I think we're going to make our decisions here. We'll have to play 1 season out, and then we will call it there. So we have more people, more cattle, more horses. We crafted stuff. We maintain stuff. We need 64 goods to maintain our temples now. Zarlan was positioned just right in the sky, and we could perform more exploration rituals. Alright. We're known for finding the secrets of Hylor. We don't have a complete circle. Raven frightened other spirits into giving us magic. Alright, war for sure. Fields, pastures. Maybe a ritual this year? Or maybe we just keep hitting the exploration. We need to tame that stupid river. Let's do that this year. I'm gonna totally forget, so make sure to remind me next time we play that that's a part of our plan. So let's proceed. Riding around their chariots informing the neighbors of the birth of Artronius, son of their chieftain. The sun path glowed and when he dawned from his mother's womb, or so they say. Send them a gift, sure. Okay, we need to do this event before we can save, so. For a while now, you've been hearing groans from the sky above. Now you see their source. A crack has appeared in the very heavens above. This is no mere local phenomenon. Everyone in the valley, and no doubt beyond, can see this. Fear grips the people. Uh-oh. The people are too frightened to cheer up. We must show them an accomplishment. Give me a problem I can hit with a sword. The rams knocked the sun god from the sky. This is an after effect. There is no story about this. Whenever sacrifices are received depends on the god's ability to heed them. Sometimes the truth is worse than you can imagine. That's ominous when the trickster god tells you that. Okay, I think we're gonna do either 2 or 5 probably, although maybe a divination wouldn't be bad. Sometimes we can just get more information. Let's ask the gods. Our priests went to the story tent and spun and cast their mind up to the realm of gods. They reeled in horror as a vision of tumult. A skyquake rumbled the celestial dome. Yestal, the herder, guardian god who protects the pasture, screamed in terror as he was pierced by a withering spear. When they recovered from their state of communion, the priests tried to hide the truth from the people, but could not. Fear tightened its hold. Oh, that's not good. Slice votes for 3 or 2. Strengthen the sky by sacrificing to the gods. All right, nobody else seems to have an opinion. We'll go with that. We're gonna go pretty hardy here. I'm a little concerned about the sky falling. No 2? Uh-oh. Priest said it was impossible to tell how much good we had done. Either the sky would fall on us or it would not. We wouldn't know. Uh-oh. Worried. Youch. Let's do our reorganization. I just want to get that done so I don't have to think about it next time. So which family is missing, I think, is the easiest choice. DeSarno is in, Eckhart is in, Harnt is in, Norden is not. So all we would have is Urzina. She is pretty crap. She does help redress the balance of genders, so I guess you're in. Done. All right, Delegation Charioteers showed up. They want you. Okay. They are seeking help of both riders and wheels to help drive one of their nobles into the God's War to perform Inolia Forage Finder. You previously received their aid for a ritual, so now they want you to send their worshippers. Okay, they helped us last time. He says no. No, I think we're gonna do that. They helped us last time. Let's help them. Who would like to take part? We need to send magic, I guess? Apparently they need a woman for this rite. Right, because it's Inolia. Our best magic woman, I guess, is Huldai. How many warriors? I don't think this is going to be dangerous, but 5 and 5. How many worshippers? I mean, we don't love these guys. We'll send 12. Some of the things happened to the ritual delegate goddess had already realized that we had lost their favor. The charioteer ritualists considered the ritual a success. All right, at least we got that. Sincere affection. Wow, I'm honored. Sure. Okay, that is going to be it for 6 Ages for today. Still pretty much enjoying this one. I guess the sky falling is probably what happens into Lights Gone Out, if I had to guess. So I'm assuming our main story is still rolling on. I don't know that for certain. But pretty good. Don't forget to leave a like on this one if you haven't. As I mentioned before, if you're not a subscriber, I hope this is the video that earned your subscription. And of course, you can go through the super thanks, super chats, or channel memberships if you want to go above and beyond to support. Just another reminder for anyone who joined in late, I do have a comment on the YouTube channel, a new post that has a link to a Discord that I'm setting up for the channel. I'm still in the works of getting it constructed. Right now, anyone can join with the link. I want to have it set up where everyone can join and read. Channel members will be assigned a channel member role, which will allow you to type and chat and post, etc., etc. I don't know if I have that set up 100% correctly. if anyone wants to take some time and test that out, I would really appreciate that. Whether it's just getting it to work properly, or if you notice something that should not be available. Right now, it seems like people who are not channel members are not seeing the other channels. So I need to do a little bit of research because I thought I had that set up correctly. So I will keep plugging away at that. Mainly, my goal right now with that is to allow channel members to be able to chat a little bit and to be able to do mentions, which I will announce when I'm going to go live. So if you're one of those people who do not get the YouTube notifications, this is another way you could have a Discord notification when I'm going to go live on YouTube. Other than that, just a reminder, this is going to be a little bit of a weird week. Tomorrow, my plan is to run 2 streams. We're going to do a 10 a.m. PST Battle Brothers stream. And then at the regular 6 p.m. time, we're going to do a continuation of our Age of Wonders stream. We'll see how that goes. If it goes well, we'll do the same thing on Wednesday. And then Dominions this week is going to be 2 hours early. So we're going to go at 4 o'clock PST time, PM. Just trying some things out, testing out things that I might try for the summer schedule. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how my voice holds up. See if I can manage two streams in a day. We'll find out. All right, 6 Ages. That's enough for me. I'm going to go poke around, see if I can get that Discord thing working. Hopefully I will see you next week, or even better, I'll see you for the streams tomorrow. All right, builders, I am out. Have a good Sunday. I will catch you later. Babble out.